All right, here we are with Exalted versus World of Darkness, City of the Bull God, Season 2, Episode 13. We are in September 2022, and today we have...
Brendan as the storyteller.
Peter as Sir Rigel Star, the Celestial Censor, a Solar Twilight.
Devin as End of Sadness of the Infernal Exalted.
Holden as Layla Church of the Infernal Exalted.
And Sam as Rowan of the Catimian Exalted.
All right, gang. If you guys could give me a quick recap of what happened leading up to exactly where that we are right now, because some shit went down last episode.
We crossed the Rubicon, declared war on heaven.
Yeah! I love every part of that description. Fucking Kaisar's Legion.
Well, we told everybody to...
And Rowan had a slap fight on a roof.
We talked about our feelings and how we were going to acknowledge them. In a rooftop setting that has no context that matters, because it's not the same Rowan, and I thought that it would matter, or there was an alternate version where Rowan was on that rooftop, but it turns out no. So we just had a nice talk on a random rooftop.
It could be that way. I'm sorry for ruining your parade.
No, it's good. It's better that End of Sadness constantly fucks this stuff up. It's funnier.
And it
Catimians.
triggered a limit break, so...
Ah, yeah, right.
It did garner a limit break that's going to come into effect at the, I think the second round of what's about to happen.
The problem with you fucking Exalted players who have limit and limit breaks is that you're always afraid of them or keeping track of them or tallying how close you are. I just constantly act like End of Sadness is limit breaking over like stuff they limit break over, and I just ride the worm on it. It's fucking great. I constantly make choices and actions. End of Sadness constantly makes choices and actions that they never bear the consequence of and never really see any negative press from. I'm just saying, limit breaking is great, and I think everyone should be doing it all the time. The first stage was probably awesome.
I'll go on record as someone who this is the first time where that I've had a character not only once but twice limit break, and also this is only within 13 sessions twice for you, Rowan. So good job, bud.
I like to use
been fantastic.
alchemies. They're fun.
They're really good.
No, there should...
It's like your Batman.
There should absolutely be like some kind of mechanic where that you in like Exalted where that you can just like get extra power, but you get limit for it.
Honestly,
that's coming.
Honestly, that's probably the best version of the different Exalt playbooks that Holden's been pumping out for the demake, where limit is baked into the charm options. So it's not like, I don't know, I still don't like getting kicked in the dick by limit, like even if I love limit breaking constantly all day, every day. But if I had a solar charm that's like, this charm lets you never betray your intimacies because it's righteous lying defense. Oh, by the way, though, if you take one limit, you can extend it to someone you have an intimacy with for a scene. I'd be like, yeah, I'm going to do that a lot.
Yeah, it's good. I like that sort of mechanic.
Right? I definitely want to creep closer and closer towards undoing everything I care about and everything I've worked towards in an act of hubris that ruins me. Hercules did that shit all the time, and he loved it. Not his, wife and kids, but he did.
Oh.
So, besides having that heart-to-heart on the Sky Garden, I guess, maybe, of 20 Fenchurch Street, I believe that also Rowan did some cool stuff.
Yeah. Made an announcement that there's a nuclear radiological event in London to evacuate it, and to prepare for the fight, because we are bringing Stonehenge to London.
Yeah,
space-time shenanigans.
You swapped buildings. You swapped Stonehenge with Fenchurch Street, so we basically just dumped it in the middle of nowhere to be destroyed.
You set off a bomb.
I think we're sending like a Tim Hortons to Glastonbury or something.
No, you're sending 20 Fenchurch Street to Stonehenge.
Yeah, we swapped it because I infected it with a bunch of nonsense, and I also tied it full of glitter bombs because I assumed things were going to go a little differently than they would, and the bit didn't work. But you got to be fun.
I am coated in glitter.
Oh yeah, you are.
I was now also coated in glitter.
By the way.
Look, don't be worried. Don't be worried. That glitter, even if they don't see it now, they'll see it later because it's not biodegradable. So they'll get the message eventually.
I was the only victim of your prank.
Whoa! The environment and the king's swans.
Third
definitely-
tourists.
They're definitely going to get a bunch of glitter in their gullets and die.
Oh no.
They're the king's swans.
Well, not in our
Alright.
universe.
No, they're the
Was
queen
there-
swans at this point in the timeline.
Oh, right.
It's still
We're
last
months
year.
back in time. Yeah.
Well, it's
Too
still
slow.
early this year.
We're like February, Marchish, I think. 2022.
Was there anything else that happened?
Rowan Limit broke, and it will probably have some impact on our final fight.
Yep.
Wasn't sure if there was anything else that I was missing before I dove into a small description I had written
All
up.
Spirit moved Rowan back into London.
Oh shit! You asked me questions I didn't answer on Discord because I fucking forgot.
Well,
Yeah, there's
If you wanna-
probably some entire huge other scene, and like somebody who just finished listening to it is screaming at their computer right now. And to that person, all I can say is I don't care.
It's been
Suffer.
weeks. You know what you're.
it's been like 3 weeks.
You should know what you're in for
We've
by
had
now.
stuff.
You don't put out
Stuff has
500
come up, it
episodes of this
happens.
show without picking up a pattern.
Well, also, and if Sanet prepared all his cruise missiles to shoot at London.
Yeah, just in
They
case.
prepared
Yeah,
all
you're
of
right.
their cruise missiles to shoot at London.
You're right.
And got hit with a rolled up newspaper repeatedly.
You told me I had to tell you before I do something fucking crazy, and I did.
No, it
Those are
sort
you.
of popped out in the middle of a conversation. That is
Yeah,
not.
I told you what I was going to do that was fucking crazy, exactly like you asked of me. It's pretty fucking crazy to nuke the world
And
to
that's
kill
why
a
we
demon.
evacuated London.
Yeah.
And blame like Boris Johnson on someone.
No, don't call him by his full name. Call him by the name he wants to be called by. BJ.
PJ Blazkowicz.
All right.
I will
Anyway.
not.
I'm good, thank you.
So,
Oh, they're the clown.
Devin, if there's anything that you want to add into what that I have written up, please let me know. I've kind of taken a little, I don't want to say a little bit of liberty, but
So
I know some of your shit pretty well.
How I imagine the core of this to go is, you know how the Gamma Cave was underground? It's not anymore. For us to prep for the fight after we evacuate town, I'm going to have the Gamma Cave heave itself up from underneath London and burst through the city streets like some sort of citadel. Because on top of it, we're going to drop Stonehenge, right? That was the plan. Dump Stonehenge right on top in the middle of the combat.
Stonehenge is getting switched. It's not getting dropped. It's getting switched.
Well, let's just say the Gamma Cave was under Fenchurch Street this whole time.
Yeah, I mean, that makes perfect sense.
Perfect. All right, so where Stonehenge was, now it's on top of one of like a recreation of the Hell of Other People, which is some sort of large megastructure, weird scaffold skeletal hellscape that is made to like hold Fomori troops in a matrix. So there's a lot of twisting, coiling metal and like rebar and broken city street tossed up. There's clearly like support structures coming out of the ground all around Fenchurch Street, like towers and microphones or speaker systems or missile launching platforms. I have advanced technology, so all this stuff is drilling its way up for stuff that'll come up later. There are like cauldrons bursting out of skyscrapers nearby that have like holes in them that drones fly out of. There are rats everywhere, cyborg rats, smart rats. I took London Zoo and turned them into monsters, so they're all just meandering around. We got Fomori here. We got Pentex Fomori that are going to go first. We got those fucking werewolves, the robots that Pete bought, and then the robots that we make in the Hell. It's all
I think
here.
the werewolves just agreed to stay out of this.
No. You're thinking of the good werewolves, not the Pentex werewolves.
Oh, yeah.
My Black Spiral
Spiral
Dancers.
Yeah,
Yeah.
fuck all them. Yeah.
Oh, don't worry. We'll get to them. And yeah, so if there's anything specific I'd put down other than just, in your mind, picture what this looks like, an Autochthonian hellscape basically bursting through London. All of the like smart dog robots, like those what do you call those Boston Dynamic dogs? They've all been made to have like large platforms on them so that people can gremlinized hellscape, but no flesh, Pete. Not like a gremlin kind of fleshy hellscape. But those boss dynamic dogs are made to be mobile sacrificial altars, because if someone does ritual sacrifice in my hell to me, it increases the borders of the hell a little bit. And I'm assuming that cult army we're going to be dealing with from the bull god is going to be here, so my people are going to be grabbing enemies they disable in the fight and human sacrificing them during the fight to keep expanding my borders so they can't escape the borders of the fight. I don't want them to ring out. Ringing out would be lame.
That's completely fair.
Yeah, just
They're
speaker
not going to ring
systems,
out.
TV screens, robots. It's a nightmare. Big nightmare. I emptied out London Zoo. Look up every animal in London Zoo, listener, and they're all turned into monsters. Femori.
Ah.
That's it. That's all I'll throw in.
All right.
I hope I don't forget anything, because it'd be stupid if I have to interrupt
If
later,
you
but that's
if you did, just add it into the description I'm about to give.
Sure.
So, this is kind of a unique perspective that I feel like that Rowan gets, as that he's being flown back from 20 Fenchurch Street. Well, 20 Stonehenge Street at this point. Back towards London. For you, Rowan, as that your crew is getting ready to finish up this fight, London is in shambles. There are probably those who stayed to observe, air quotes on observe, or because they couldn't be moved or couldn't be bothered, are in for the sight of their lives. Werewolves stalk the streets in roving packs of fangs and fury. As the Archimedes laser building is replaced with the ancient Stonehenge, the sun is blotted out, as vampires and ghouls that are still loyal to Prince Mithras are going to begin clashing with those who have chosen a new set of masters. There are a few of the will workers that you all have made friends with that are now clashing with demonic entities hell-bent on seeing their masters will be done. There are multiple thralls of Mithras throughout all of London that stayed or hid when the evacuation order was called. Chaos is in the streets as techno-organic life forms from a different place help bolster the ranks, and a fleet of self-driving cars form barriers. Above the chaos, the call has been put out to more will workers, mostly the Order of Hermes, riding the winds of chaos that have warped reality, and for the first time in centuries, witches ride brooms and hurl magic as night witches strike to save the world. Inside the chaos, a purple-eyed woman communicates and observes the forces, keeping the masses of dead that would-be heroes and other things not of this world away from the Eye of the Hurricane. The Eye of the Hurricane sits Stonehenge, located at what once was 20 Fenchurch Street. And Rowan, for a moment, you are knocked slightly incensed as Big Ben chimes out for the first time in years as the owl slams back into it. And that's when reality all around you all starts to go wrong.
Oh no.
The world around you is chaos. There is grass and pavement and technology and organic bits crawling and mutating. As that the hell of other people and a demon of chaos have kind of intersected where that they are. As the sphere of reality warping chaos that Stonehenge naturally exudes when that Mithras is using its powers is intersecting with End of Sadness's own hell that is now on Earth. It is doing its best to keep things useful to it and not helpful to you, but it is The best that I can put it is it's coming to a stalemate where that it's not getting any negatives. It is, as Peter put in the chat, the wild versus autochthonia. It is order versus chaos. And on the very edges of this battlefield and the lines you all have drawn, every now and again, a few of the dead, the mindless dead, roaming the streets, revenants, zombies, whites, whatever you want to call them. Every now and again, a few of them slip through. As you all are there at Stonehenge, there are two people who kind of come out of the shadows. The first is Rowan. The kind of Rowan that you hung out with for a couple months, that hung out with you all at Elysium. The one who ate a dinosaur. Well, actually, many dinosaurs. And the other guy is someone you've never seen before. A corpse walking. He's got a big axe on his back and long flowing hair. Couple months ago, not that you all really cared that much when it had happened, but you guys did assault the 20 Fenchurch Street at that time. There was a bomb threat called in, a lot of weird things happened. One unfortunate guy got pushed off into traffic, got flung through a street window, and, well, long story short, he's here now. As that everything is there, everything is looking to you all, I guess it's time to roll initiative and figure this shit out.
Before we
The button.
do that,
Oh, before that you do that.
how is everybody like? We got intros for like all the badness going on. How have we rocked up?
I was just going to get to
yes,
that point.
please. I know that Rowan is going to get his intro in on the second round, but for the other three, please give me. This is our last session. Give me something cool.
Who wants to go first?
I mean, we could always press the button and see who goes first.
Yeah, let's do initiative. Let's do initiative.
The button. I'm pressing the button.
The button.
The button's been pressed.
All right,
It
initiative.
didn't do anything.
Okay, hit it again.
There it goes.
It did.
It did it. It just took a while.
Press it one more time because the numbers didn't change that
I
much.
still don't see any difference.
Okay, I'm pressing it again. The button.
Oh man, my initiative went up higher.
Oh shit! Apparently,
Jesus.
hang on. My ship must have stalled out at some point.
Yeah,
maybe
refresh
reload the sheet.
your Excel window.
No, it's still showing. Oh no, well that would be why I'm looking at the initiative mod, not the initiative.
Oh.
Oh,
That'll do it.
That would do it. Did I fuck myself? Yes.
No.
Yes, I did. God damn it!
Do we want to go from lowest initiative to highest? Just
Fuck!
for you.
How is this thing?
Hey, you're
damn it.
going faster than Nega Rowan.
Oh, fucking Christ!
and we're gonna have to actually obey the initiative order because I'm not there this time.
Oh, John.
Oh, yeah, but you also don't have the +1 difficulty from his limit break coming in.
Yeah.
Oops, I slipped and I hit the initiative button. Oh, my fucking... A script attached to this document needs your permission to run. Apparently, no, I didn't.
All right, hit the button again.
Technical difficulty.
Now that I can actually see it. Okay.
All right, here's
Now
the
you
real
get to see
initiative
the button happen. There we go.
It got even worse. Awesome. Okay.
It did get so
I
much.
lost 2 points. I had 18 initiative.
This is what happens when you try to despise the random gods.
There's a clip online of like a dude waking up a dude when he's sleeping or something, and the guy screams to him, "This is why mom doesn't fucking love you," because that's his dad pranking him.
I got the highest initiative and I don't get to go.
It's cool, Rowan. You get to spend it running down the stairs of Big Ben. Which, by the way, fun fact: Big Ben's been in repair for like the last 3 or 4 years or something. So that's why
I actually know that one. Yeah.
That's why the saying that Big Ben chimed.
I'm actually fine with going last. I'm actually fine with going last because I have a thing. Okay.
All right, Pete. What are you up to?
I'm on initiative 12. You're on initiative 16. And
all right, fine. Right under the Stonehenge, wherever it's on where Fenchurch was, because remember, it's been raised up a bit onto a platform because the Gamma Cave burst out of the ground. The shielded nuclear mirror reflecting reactor of the Gamma Cave is there directly under Stonehenge, and it's made of, sliding metal panels that kind of shift and change to better reflect the radiation inside on its dark master. All those slats open up like a vent system and retract to reveal a giant monster throne.
Does it make the Doom door noise?
It makes so many good sound effects that make your brain go good. It even does the Diablo 2 A Gem Has Fallen noise. And that's the best noise ever.
Think.
So within miles around London, all at once, this... Okay, look, so listeners, look up Aphex Twin's song Ventolin. All right, just look that up now while you're listening. Take a pause, just put that up. That is going to be what's running for miles around London, but it's not just Ventolin, because of course it's going to be remixed, because I'm in my Shintae form. It's Ventolin mixed with the sounds of industrial machines smashing into each other, mixed with World War II air raid sirens, mixed with the screaming chants of the damned calling for vengeance and blood. Going through every speaker grill in I think all of Greater London, based on how the range of the Shintae form power works.
Mm-hmm.
Sitting in the throne is the Viator of Null Space. End of Sadness is not present for this combat. They're a big, giant, your favorite interpretation of what the Viator of Null Space looks like in Exalted, broken down and rotting and rusted. One of their arms is missing below the shoulder, or no, below the elbow, and just has wires and braided cable hanging onto a hunk of broken metal that would have been the rest of the arm. It has 7 eyes, and some of them are scratched up and damaged, but they all move in different directions. And one of them is always looking into space. And yeah, the Viator is big and in charge and glowing with that silver infernal radiation that End of Sadness puts out, now being his... the Viator's a he, so his heart in the center of his chest cavity beaten away. Yeah, the Viator gets up, now that everyone's here, strolls off his throne, reaches down and picks up a worshiper and basically razzles them as if they were a pet or a cat, and gently puts them down, because the Viator's gentle with the worshippers. He's not a monster. And just strides out of the throne room, big as life, staring at the sky, opening its mouth, making that same music from its mouth. All the other Fomori, animal and man, do the same thing, and they all scream and sing in the background music the Viator generates from their Shintae form. Waiting for someone to step right the fuck up and start some shit.
So you're in your Shintae form then?
Yeah, End of Sadness is not here right now.
Oh, okay.
I get to be in my Shintae form whenever I want in my hell.
Fun.
Yeah.
So then, technically, on it, so I guess you are on initiative 14 then.
That's right.
So then, technically, Mithras goes first.
Yeah, absolutely.
Or, I'm sorry, Stonehenge goes first.
Oh yeah, sure. But we're doing the character intros, so
right.
Yeah.
Okay. I guess we should probably get a character intro for Rigel and then Layla, as you all step onto combat.
Well, Rigel just looks like himself. He doesn't have any cool transformation or anything, You got his
Do you bring a special combat bow tie?
No, he just looks like himself, Gray suit, brown overcoat, and yeah, I gets on his sunglasses again.
There we go.
Layla is the last on the scene, but prior to Rowan. Having made her way up out of the Thames and through the carnage going on in the surrounding streets. She's also already in Shintai form, which fucking the only time I'm going to be able to use the signature function I have on that charm.
What does her Shintai look like?
Wasn't she like a centaur?
Yeah. Well, yes, but replace horse with goat. With curling brass horns and big jagged blades instead of hands.
I remember that from when that you killed all those Nazis.
Having had a few minutes on the way here, knowing we're heading for a fight, I'd also like to already have brain. Yeah, I didn't, write this fucking thing or anything. Viridian Legend exoskeleton up already, so all that, but clad, pulverized masonry and brass. Oh yes, cool, good.
That's awesome. That's fucking sick. as
Should
shit.
the transformation cost essence or what?
Yes,
Not me though.
the Shintai transformation, no, because I have free transformation will submerge. That's why I arrived by way of the Thames.
Yeah, we're
Otherwise,
both
yes,
taking
I'd be down
advantage of it.
essence. Otherwise, yes, I'd be down essence and will. And as she arrives on the scene at Fenchurch Street, she takes a moment to just run those brass blades over the top of a nearby fire hydrant, so that we have the whole street getting sprayed with water, and to just eyeball up the weird fluctuations going on around the conjoined mass of stone and steel that has now become Stonehenge, and then to look through that to the heart of the monster inside. I'm spending a mote, and I am opening up this shindig with Naked Wicked Souls.
Okay, so real quick, I know that you're doing that, but I was just kind of getting character introductions of like you all stepping onto the field of battle.
Yeah, that's why I wanted to go last.
Okay. Because there are, combat characters that are going to go before you. Or what I should say is the enemies still get a turn.
I do not get a turn to look at Stonehenge before the fight starts.
Because like Holden gets cool.
You know what? Knowing what?
Yes, this takes up one entire turn. So if this is otherwise I am having to give up the whole first round of combat to do. Knowing style thing.
Knowing what this does, I will count that as turn 0. So if you guys have any other like cool like non-combat turn 0 shit to do, I'm totally cool with that. Like basically you cannot do damage to them, but you can do emotional damage.
The worst type of damage.
I know. So Holden, I believe that roll that you needed for that specific charm was at difficulty of their wits plus subterfuge.
Mm-hmm.
Difficulty 20.
Actually, it's a difficulty 3.
Oh.
That's really weird.
Wits 3, 0 in subterfuge. Mithras doesn't lie to his people.
3 successes. Oh, wait a minute. Sorry, 4 successes. I forgot to click off once. Correct.
Okay. 3 successes on that charm.
For those the book cracked open, Naked Wicked Souls is basically staring into the darkness of somebody's heart and gaining knowledge of their greatest sin. So this should be interesting.
Well, they've rebelled against God, so probably that's it.
You said with 4 successes?
Yep.
So it's not going to be something that they don't know. But it's pretty close. I've had almost 2 months to think on this. And it's still like you doing that charm is still hitting me a little like, what do I even do with this? There are so many sins to pick from. What would the worst sin of an earthbound be?
You want me to throw a suggestion at you?
Oh, please.
Creating us. Which is what he did. He made us. He made certain we would become exalted and get the power. And now that we have the power, we're never going to let it go.
That's the biggest mistake.
That's the biggest
Listen.
mistake.
No, that's
The
a
mistake
sin.
is-
What we're going to do to this planet is not within the design of our Father, who art in orbit around Jupiter. What we do to this place with this power that Mithras gave us is going to be not on the god list.
Yeah, neither is he. Fucking. Ugh.
As much as I enjoy that idea, I don't think that would be Mithras's greatest sin.
Yeah, we're about 15 minutes away from it being his greatest regret.
Yeah.
I think that Mithras's greatest sin is, without a doubt, his obviously his greatest sin in the eyes of a just and caring God is that he rebelled against the throne, that he did the thing and followed Lucifer. But that's not interesting. That you could do that at a million different demons. Sins are a little bit more, a little bit less, a little bit more technical. And I think that the thing that is his greatest sin or his greatest regret would be not putting a tighter leash on everything and thinking that he could predict everything. The best way that I can put it is that he is the sin of pride. He believed so truthfully that he knew better, which is why that he was so good at hiding. He could have all of his thralls do all the work for you all. And it wouldn't point to him, but it would only point in very vague ways. And because that he didn't show himself, because he didn't put fear in you all, he's now suffering the consequences. So his greatest sin is pride. Do you think that covers that, Holden, or should I find something more interesting?
That covers it.
This guy's greatest sin is that he forgot his name and his father's face.
Listen, I heard that you're not supposed to shoot without knowing the face of your father, so.
Right? I'm not even trying to reference King. I'm referencing this fucker.
So, I believe it's time we get back to the initiative order. So
Well,
who's
we
on
just went
first?
through the initiative order, so button time now.
Yeah, the button. Press the button. We got the initiative for us introducing ourselves.
Stop having
Press the
Rowan
button.
press the button when
Sam,
he
don't
can't
think,
use
only
it.
press.
Button.
Every
Button.
time we press
Peer
the button,
pressure.
it's gotten worse for you guys. Are you sure?
Yeah, press it again, just like that episode of Invader Zim that the only one I ever saw, where every time he presses the button, he dies a little more.
Okay, you know what? Sure. Let's see if I can get a better initiative roll then.
Okay.
No, it's not.
Press the
Do it.
button, Peter.
Do
I
it.
command
Do
you.
it. Do it, you coward.
Oh,
Okay,
yeah, that's
see
worse.
these Ooh.
That's worse.
Everybody
Okay,
got
then.
worse.
I started at initiative
Oh.
18. I've gone down to 16.
Let's see. So I see Rigel and End of Sadness is Shinte form at 16. I mean, all the enemies went down a little bit further.
Eat shit.
Layla's still going last.
There you go, of course. We'll
I
see.
don't know. You
What?
rolled a 1
I
there,
got
bud.
the worst roll. I rolled a fucking 1.
Why
I
didn't
don't
Layla buy more
understand.
decks?
Your initiative mod's really good.
Yeah, well, it doesn't matter if my initiative roll is shit, apparently, so.
There's like an infernal charm that gives you 30 initiative to your die roll. It's an Adjerjan. Take that Adjerjan charm.
Adrian.
So, with me more or less going last, except for
More or less.
when it comes to Layla, please tell me how that you're going to screw over Nega Rowan, Philip the Wise, or Stonehenge.
Who's going first? I know I'm tied with Rowan, but what's
You have the
Rowan?
higher initiative mod in that.
Oh yeah, I do. All right, I will hold. The Viator is basically 15 feet tall and stomping through the field, looking around near Stonehenge and slowly walking up staircases that are all around the core of the Gamma Cave throne room to get to the top where Stonehenge is. And as he walks up, the entire area tessellates like a Cybertronian planet into giving him a big ass jaws of life covered in industrial chainsaws to start sawing through Stonehenge with his hands. Like a big pneumatic fucking stone saw.
So Ghost Riders, Spirit of Vengeance style.
Yeah, just slowly walking up there, revving it up. Probably doing throat sound songs that sound like chanting that's coming from him and the cultists.
Okay. That's fair. I don't have stats for a giant pneumatic saw.
I'm just assuming it's the right tool for the job.
I mean, you're not wrong. I just don't have stats for it.
It doesn't really need
let's
stats.
Say
any action.
Chainsaw?
No, I don't need stats for it. It's not a weapon. I'm not fucking wielding it with melee. I'm just gonna. It's like it's like a screwdriver. You wouldn't ask me to give you stats for a screwdriver. You'd say, "Oh, you have a screwdriver. It's very easy for you to unscrew screws." This is all that this is doing. It's just visual.
Okay, so it's basically just like your strength, your strength and brawl attack or whatever.
It's just perfectly suited to ripping apart a Stonehenge. If the Stonehenge is magically delicious and superior, then it's not going to do shit. That's fine.
Yes, it is.
I don't care about that.
Yes, it is. Okay. I'm
just not taking an action. This is my held action. I'm just
okay.
The Viator is lazily walking up to Stonehenge to start defacing it.
Then I believe the other person who goes on a 16 would be Rigel.
Okay, well, before End of Sadness just takes over that spot there, I guess I'll start activating my Ancient Sorcery, but first firing out my Excellency and then doing the Obsidian Butterflies at a discount because I took that Ancient Sorcery is cheaper and better and so on.
Nice.
So the big question is, how does the Reliquary soak aggravated damage?
That's a good question.
Holden, Death of Obsidian Butterflies, does that damage scenery, like big scenery, like structural damage?
Yeah. It's the butterflies. They stay behind afterwards. They're
Plus, I also have Edge of Morning Sunlight that deals aggravated damage to demons. So
this is demons.
In that case, then Mithras' Reliquary get fucked.
Can it soak it or not?
It can soak it. He does have a thing that allows him to soak try to soak aggravated damage.
Well, he can't just do that. I mean, I do that all the time.
No, he can't just no-sell it, but he has to roll it.
He does, because it's a reliquary, he gets to just cut a lot of the damage too, right?
Because it is a location reliquary, that's what gives him the higher than obscenely average health pool.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
With a perfect reliquary, he can soak his stamina ×2 automatically. With the location, he can still soak worth his stamina and faith score, I believe,
Mm-hmm.
as a roll, but he
Okay.
can't like just auto soak it.
Oh, okay. So he's still
Oh.
extremely tough, but he's not just like whopping 10 off the bottom. Okay.
Right.
Okay, so that's 19 damage, aggravated.
Jesus.
Oh, Jesus.
Don't be a creature of darkness. Don't be on the other side of his spells.
Perfect Twilight.
Ow!
I rolled
Oh,
20 dice, difficulty 4. Because I took that, what's that charm called? No. Emerald Induction Technique. There we go.
Yeah.
Lower difficulty. I didn't even add willpower to this, so.
Oh, Jesus God. Okay.
So, how much does he soak out of that?
He soaks 10 damage.
Wow.
Not bad.
Okay,
Still
as we
9
start
egg.
feeling.
That's still 9 ag, which is not easy to heal.
Oh, that's how it is. Okay.
So the death of obsidian butterflies comes launching out of Rigel's hands and just starts embedding itself into key points in Stonehenge. And you all can see the chaos that is this hurricane of reality warping bullshit that Mithras has caused. And you can see like faces inside of the eye of the hurricane like screaming as like lightning strikes hit it. You see particularly one face that kind of reflects off of the Viator's I don't want to say grill, but like the reflective surface of it looks like almost like a screaming bull head with like lightning behind it.
There we go.
So, hold on. Is Ancient Sorcery an action? Because
Yes.
Okay.
Extremely yes.
Because typically I have enough essence per turn to launch it twice, but I don't think I can split my action like that.
No.
Okay. So
Okay.
anyway, that was my turn.
16. Next up is Rowan at 14, who is currently running down the steps of Big Ben.
I am so glad that I have History Editing March.
What does that do?
It lets me basically teleport across the battlefield.
Oh, nice.
Except
This
I still
whole
have to
city.
walk. I still have to walk everything. You don't have to see it.
Okay.
So does that mean
Oh.
that you get to skip the thing, or
Let's take a look. Let's see how far I teleport, quote unquote.
I think that's like they said the real charm were like, oh, you get to the end point, you could have walked, but you don't walk in between. So like if there's a guard patrolling some route, they don't see you passing, but you need to be able to get through it.
This
If it's
version I
covered
still
in
have.
fire, you can't get through.
I still have to walk through it. It's just it doesn't take any time.
Nice.
Yeah.
if it doesn't take any time, then you just appear on the combat field, don't you?
Yeah, I'm sorry. I'm stalling to find out where my stats are. There we go.
There's a distance limit.
Yeah. I'm rolling to see how far I go. So I guess 56. This is not a doubles. 8. What? 8? Oh, sorry, I got X again. Okay, so 6. That is 6 times 3, which is 180 yards. Which is
I don't want to ruin this all with fact checking, but I feel like that's almost 2 football fields. I feel like that getting down from Big Ben and onto the battlefield, that would be possible.
Yeah.
Could be wrong.
it's 164 meters.
How many football fields is that?
I don't know.
I don't know.
Do you guys not use the Measure of Things?
Football.
Wait. Do you guys not know about the Measure of Things website?
Dude, a football field is 100 yards.
Okay. Yes, so I go football field and a half.
Oh my god. Americans will do anything to not use the metric system.
I will chew off my own fucking leg not to use the metric system. So yeah.
Oh my god, it's just 100. It's just centimeters to meters. Come on.
It's 160 meters.
You know what?
Literally on commission with a project where I was asked point blank to use metric, and I was like, no.
It's about 1 1/10 times as tall as Blackpool Tower. I don't know what that means.
Can't pay me enough.
Sure, let's say that you did it.
It's about 1 7/10 time as big as tall as Big Ben.
There you go. Wow.
Okay. I'm gonna say that you did it.
Yay!
You're in combat because you had a charm to let you get in combat.
Well done, Barry Allen. Well done.
I have walked this distance all to say nobody's going first, not without my permission. So, not first, not Philip, not Nega Rowan, and not Teddy. Nobody's going first. I declare it so and cut everybody's initiative to 0.
Oh my god.
Oh, that's cute.
Yeah. So.
Okay. Well, Mithras is not going first and gets his initiative cut to 0. Teddy is also not going first and gets his initiative cut to 0. Nega Rowan, I don't believe, has a charm to prevent that.
I don't believe.
Wait, can you do that? Wait, Rowan, can you do that charm in the presence of Nega Rowan?
Yes, I just can't activate my alchemies.
Okay. I need to double check Philip's character sheet.
Yeah, if he's got a chaos repelling pattern equivalent, that would probably stop it.
Yeah, don't just usually said you guys have amnesia powers.
He does not have any passive stuff that prevents against that. So I guess that all the bad guys are going last.
I mean, the only thing that changed is that they go after Layla, which not sure that that's worth blowing all that initiative.
Oh, this lasts for 4 turns.
Ah, okay, no.
There it is.
Blue shell.
Yeah, no, just going to throw blue shell at all of them.
And End of Sadness is just going to continue holding for now?
Yeah, I'm going to see what happens when we get to you.
Well, I think that it's now Layla's turn.
Isn't everything Rowan's done so far reflexive? Or
well, I used up all my motes. I can't actually do things. I just give you a thumbs up.
Shoot someone with a gun.
I don't have a gun.
Check your pants. Come on, audience. Check under your seat. I've been hiding guns on you since the game started.
All right, let me shoot my gun with the firearms 0.
Yeah, it's 7 dice of lethal.
Pulls out a thoroughly be videodromed rat.
Yeah, there you go. It's one of the smart rats has the range attack power.
Which one are you shooting?
Let's go with Nega Rowan.
Yeah, I was going to say, I will let you know Teddy has not made his actual presence known.
I was about to say, hasn't Teddy not showed up yet? Yeah.
Exactly.
Oh, well, then I can't do it because I don't know Teddy's here.
He's on the scene. He just hasn't made his presence known.
Well, I mean, you can't target somebody if you don't know they're there.
Yeah.
I mean, you can't.
Not with that power. Anyway.
No.
Oh, okay. Well, then, yeah.
Okay, so with my 1 over essence, I assume the magical material forms instead. I become very shiny. So shiny.
Ooh. And for our readers, our listeners,
yes.
What does that do?
Let's see, Rowan. This is a sidereal martial arts. He becomes an edifice of ancient perfection and starts gleaming like polished stone. He basically gets a bonuses to soak, to damage, and +5 to initiative. So I'm super going first.
Oh shit. Okay.
But I can't do anything. I'm not in combat. I get to do nothing very fast.
Gets to do nothing very fast.
Yes.
No, you probably
Okay.
preempt Teddy and fuck him once he shows up. So that's something.
Yeah.
So, since
Oh my
he
god,
wasn't,
Teddy still outranks me. Fuck.
yeah. So since Teddy didn't get to get, or since Teddy is not affected, there is a pop in the air as multiple pops in the air as probably to those of you with keen senses, probably about 4 or 5, as a couple random stoner looking guys, you know the ones, come out of from behind Stonehenge, and they all look and go, "Hey, that's not cool, guys. This wasn't part of the plan." And they all in sync rear back, hold the pin on a grenade, and throw it towards the middle of Stonehenge.
That's
As
good.
this happens,
Who's the stoner guy? I don't know this guy. Who's this asshole?
it is one of Teddy's projections.
Oh, okay. All right. Good.
Yeah,
I just want to know who I'm recognizing.
he's normally kind of you. I think that Rigel saw him like once in his like actual body.
Yeah.
He's a correspondence mage who prefers to give himself weird holograms.
And he just did fucking what now?
He threw a grenade. He threw what looks like a grenade into the middle of Stonehenge, and as it pops off, it is going to detonate as
And heal.
a funhouse grenade.
How far away is this?
It is going to take up the entire radius of Stonehenge. Which
All of this,
Stonehenge
we did
is.
not measure Stonehenge before.
Yeah. Sorry, Stonehenge is pretty big. I guess I don't know. Just so it's going to take up the entire radius of basically like the battlefield of Stonehenge, which is going to basically put off weird sounds and kind of like funhouse mirror effects, which means that anything that's going to involve you all needing precise measurements or like visual acuity to hit things is going to now be at a +2 difficulty.
Oh.
As the air and the everything around Stonehenge basically acts like a funhouse mirror. This is also going to affect the enemies.
Oh, I'm going to take my action now that Teddy's done that.
Yeah, I haven't seen it. Tell you, Poster said the worst spot to possibly be, right in the center of the deaths of sea butterflies.
Wait, Teddy might not actually be there though, because it's 4 of them, right?
Yeah, there's like several.
Yeah, there's like several of them.
AOE. Anyway.
Yeah, you know what, Pete? You're right. I will open up a full auto on the Teddy holograms with my assault rifle.
Oh shit!
Oh shit!
Like, it's not an assault rifle. We've been over this so many times, listeners. Don't even fucking start with me today, listeners. But the Viator of Null's space sees that happen, opens its mouth, and pyramid-shaped bullets hail out of it, making like weird piston church screaming sounds.
Please go ahead and roll that.
Yeah, let me just spend an essence, and it's go time. Oh right, yeah, should take form. Duh. Yeah, okay.
Full auto. Do I correctly remember?
And if I spend a willpower, I get a thing, right? I get a auto
An
success.
auto success, yeah.
There's the one. There it is.
Now I know full auto adds 10 dice. Did it?
What did it? Okay,
Plus
here's the thing. Okay,
difficulty, or
wait.
does it just check the
Everyone,
difficulty to 9? I don't remember.
let's just peel back a bit. I was under the impression, because this comes up every time we talk about guns in World of Darkness, that by me saying I do full auto, I lose half my ammo and I get to hit multiple targets. because there's like 8 different versions of full auto. So I should have said that beforehand. My intent is just to hit a lot of people with my gun. Does it add like 50 more dice at difficulty 9 or some shit?
Yeah, full auto, if I remember. God damn it. Nobody here knows the system better than I do.
No.
No, I mean, I remember there was a problem with the full auto that it.
Oh my god. I don't want to
throws
get
the map a
into.
little.
I don't want to get into multi-actions and difficulties 9 and get plus 10 dice and I just want my weapon to have a tag that says Devin spends half his ammo and hits multiple targets. How many targets? Shut the fuck up. How many seem plausible for the scene? It's a machine gun.
It's +2 difficulty and adds 10 dice, and it expends your clip. You have to have at least half a clip to use it.
It's not hard.
Half a magazine, but you're a demon thing, and you
Yeah.
basically have limitless ammo, so who gives a fuck?
Exactly, right? It's not really a drawback. I was just looking for spend half a clip to hit multiple people, but yeah, okay, if I gotta
you
pump up the
empty your remaining ammo, and you add 10 dice, but +2. That's full on.
And the 10 dice they're not included in the excellency, right? They're added on top of it.
They're added on top of it. Well,
Thank fucking Lord. Okay, I'll roll again. 15 successes.
Okay, sorry, I had
hit.
And then you have to divide them between the people? Or?
Oh, don't even start with me on that. Oh my god, I have
you do have to. Yeah, you do have to divide them among the 4 Teddy clones. I did miss that whole discussion about what you had to do.
It doesn't matter. So it's 15 successes, so that's 7.5 to go to 2 of them. So instead of 7.5, I'll do like 3.75. So like 3 dice.
4.
Sure.
No, I round up.
You can distribute the dice to them from the 15 that evenly. Okay?
Okay.
And then we get to do damage.
Okay, so what is the damage, and then you get a +4 on it?
7
you hit him.
It's going to be 11 aggravated.
Okay, just roll that once. I'm going to count it for the one person that's actually there that you hit.
Okay. 10
as opposed to... Okay, take Teddy off the sheet.
Can I do something? Can I finish him?
Oh, yes, please.
The Viard of Null Space, after screaming at Teddy, will find that, only one of his bodies is left behind, riddled with bullets, clearly triangle-shaped bullets, and will walk up, make a shushing sound with all his machinery, pick Teddy up and cradle him in his hands, and bite him as per the picture, Saturn devouring his children in front of Stonehenge.
God.
For like a brief moment, Teddy, who looked kind of like this weird stoner tech bro that you had kind of vaguely seen at the museum, that you guys had kind of vaguely seen at Elysium, he suddenly looks like this older guy who has a little bit of issue moving around. And as that his correspondence and all of his everything is put back into one spot, you can just kind of see him just looking up at the Viator, and he's just going, no.
Yeah.
And then he's gone. But
can I send him
the flash bomb that he threw out still remains.
Can I murder is meet him?
What does that
yes.
do?
Murder is
Please
meat.
let us know what that does.
Where are you? Murder is meat. Whenever the Infernal murders a sentient being, the act nourishes her as though she had just eaten a 4-course meal. If she plays a ghost or spirit, she can make a roll to conjure a vortex that dissipates them to hell. And I get some essence. I guess not a spirit or a ghost.
No.
I just want to say if Teddy became a ghost or a spirit, they go to hell.
Yeah, but alas,
he's going to hell.
Yeah, all right. Perfect. The Viator is happy. The Viator is always happy.
And you captured his soul. Da-da-da.
I meant to ask fucking that. Peter, I'm assuming you gave us a bunch of soul traps.
Yeah, I mean, going to this thing, everybody has plenty of soul gems.
So whoever is drawing this, if you're a fan that does fan art, please remember this, because no one fucking seems to. Cover the Viator in hearthstones.
So many hearthstones.
Yeah, soul traps. They're called soul traps, but don't fucking even start with me, listener. It's a hearthstone.
Yeah.
One more soul.
Apologies for missing the questions about how automatic damage worked. Apparently, my new cat really likes it when that I'm talking
Yeah.
and was like, and like he's a big boy. He's like a 20-pound cat. So like I didn't
Yeah.
know if it came through
Oh,
on the
God.
on the
It
recording.
did
His paw was going under the door and grabbing the door and like shaking it violently. So I had to mute myself and go out there and yell, "Mr. Bingley, what are you doing?"
Just let him in at this point. It will be less chaos.
I wish, but my office is still a mess.
Ah.
And I don't want him getting into something he shouldn't be getting into.
It's not child-proof, let alone cat-proof.
Yeah. Next week. Anyway. Who's next? Since I didn't get to ever give any of these people a turn.
Well, I think we've expended all of our turns.
Yeah, we sure have.
I thought Layla still had to go since everyone else
Oh.
is at 0 now.
Oh, wait.
Yeah, a little bit.
Yeah, I mean, everyone else is at 0.
So Layla's just crossing the street, drawing her blades one across the other, raining sparks down onto the pavement. Does this draw any reaction from Nega Rowan or Philip? Is that a typo? Is he Philip?
I think it is a typo. He is supposed to be Philip the Wise.
Okay.
To be Philip.
Or Philip the Wyeth.
He can now be Philip the Wise. Nega Rowan and Philip are looking at you all. Nega Rowan is definitely more focused on the Shinte form of End of Sadness, given his experience last time. Philip, on the other hand, is looking at who that he thinks is going to be the more interesting fight.
Okay, well let's help him make that decision. Because Layla's anima erupts out around her, an expanding globe that becomes greener, damper, and then becomes a swirling vortex of water. Actually, let me just start marking essence off here. This is going to be a lot. No. One moment. This is the fun part of the recording.
No, you're fine. It'll be just like that when it gets to my turn.
Oh boy, that sounds fun. Okay, 7 times to not get double 9. Let's do subtract. It will be 6. Is it 6? Fucking, I love scrolling up and down this sheet because it grows longer and longer and longer as it advances.
I need to pull up the essence spending rules. Since they are technically different now.
Yeah, so this will expand out to 40 yards around me in every direction. It's a boiling, literally boiling and acidic current of water. It is fairly, and that sphere of water, and that sphere of liquid, I should say, it's really more like boiling fat at this point. Fairly solid. So anybody caught in it is basically underwater. There's no breathable air in this huge bubble surrounding Layla and taking up most of what used to be Fenchurch Street, and I guess now is Stoneham Street. But luckily, my amigos, thanks to Fathomless Poison Haven, are immune to drowning and to harm from liquids. So this is only going to be a problem for Mithras and his crew.
Well, I don't think that you can drown Stonehenge.
No, but no. So Stonehenge probably doesn't care about drowning. It potentially may care. Let's see. So many fucking charms, Jesus Christ.
I know, right?
Yeah. Frothing Devil Catalyst, is that it? Yes, there it is.
Don't
Okay.
forget that if what you're doing requires visual aid, you are at a +2 difficulty.
No, this is just everything caught in liquid. It has to soak 3 levels of lethal damage per turn.
Ooh.
I guess that'll happen on its turn. Yes.
Yeah, I think that makes sense as like an AoE effect.
Yeah.
You're in the bad red. Why did you stay in the bad red marker?
Yeah, the entire battlefield is now more or less the bad red marker. So that's on their turns they will be taking or soaking, I should say, 3 lethal. So that's Layla's opening gambit. All of
Quite an
that, by
opening
the
gambit.
by, yeah, all that is reflexive. I still haven't used an action yet.
Awesome.
Now, as funny as it would be to like just mind jack Philip with Crowned with Fury, I think we're going to go with our old tried and true friend.
Green Sun Nimbus.
The
Oh
button.
wait,
The button.
I can I activate that after hitting. So I've forgotten about that. It's been a while. So no, instead we're
It's been a
going
while
with our
since
good
you
friend.
fought some Nazis.
Yeah, so we're going with our good friend Excellency, and that is going to follow. Good God, you can activate a lot with your Anima Flaring as an Infernal at Essence 4.
Yeah, you can.
Polaroids are king.
That's 5, right?
Polaroids are king.
It's 5, right? 5.
Yeah, it's
Yeah, it's
5.
5 at Essence 4. It's 6 at Essence 5, I believe.
Okay, well, let's open. You know what? I'll actually not use Green Sun Nimbus Flare. I'll hold that in abeyance so I have an Ablation of Grass and Fire on deck. Because these guys are probably actually going to be pretty dangerous in that turn. So, that attack would be... Oh, Christ, I keep forgetting this thing goes off of my sheet, not my Shentai form. Okay, so that's... Love calculating that. 13 dice to it. Difficulty, okay, I am definitely wet at this point, so 5. Difficulty 5. I've remembered, for once in my fucking life, I actually remembered Boiling Sea Mastery. And 1 stone subtract. And after all that, 5 fucking successes.
Okay.
5 successes to hit.
To swing
that
on
correct?
Philip. Yeah, 5 successes to swing on Philip with my blades. I rolled so many 3s, it is like, it's not even funny.
Philip is going to see you coming at him. And in response to you coming at him, he is going to unsling his axe because he was a guitarist at one point.
Mm-hmm.
And he is going to reflexively. He is going to reflexively spend 1 essence and 1 willpower to activate the charm Eye of the Tempest. For the rest of the scene, at the beginning of each turn, roll dexterity plus his choice of brawl, melee, or athletics against difficulty 7. And then that's his dodge or parry DV, essentially.
Mm-hmm.
Like classic Exalted.
Mm.
So he's going to just have that active for the rest of the combat.
Naturally.
Listen, I had to give you guys a challenge at some point. So let's see. What are his good stats? Well, for those of you who cannot see my screen, his good stats are going to be Dex and unsurprisingly melee. So let me see exactly what that he gets as his base to beat. He is at a base 4.
So it knocked me down to 1 success.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So I do hit, unless he's got something else.
You do hit.
Okay. Okay.
As far as anything else, he's just got some good soak from inauspicious shadow plate. So,
Okay. Well, I've got 7.
and you're rolling with lethal damage, right?
Yes.
Okay.
6. One's do subtract on a damage roll. Miss cakes. 2 successes.
He got 5 on the soak.
All right then.
So you come in to strike him, and it hits the axe, and you can see it like drag your metal claws, like go through his chest, through the lungs and everything, and you can see like the corpse get dragged away and then just reassemble, and he gives this throaty did you really think you would kill that easily?
Do
Oh,
I
I
hear
like
that,
this
or do I
voice.
just hear?
No, he says that after that his lungs reassemble.
I was thinking more because he's submerged in boiling fat, but okay.
Well, you said only 3 feet, right? Oh shit, he has to. Wait, no, that's in his turn.
No, that's not 3 feet. That's 3 dice. No,
Oh,
we're in a
how
giant ball of boiling oil that's taking up the entire street.
you for dramatic purposes you hear it.
Good. Okay.
Let me do my weird corpse voice, sir.
All right, sir. Can I make a suggestion before we go on to the enemies shellacking the fuck out of us?
Sure.
Maybe we want to break recording. We're about an hour and 12 minutes in.
Let's do that.
Okay.
Give me a moment
Turn
to
1.
turn 1.
Turn. Yeah.
Okay, wait. It was more like 3 turns. You guys did hit that initiative button a couple times.
We're not doing an outro tonight, Peter.
Look, it's the last time we get to play with the initiative button for a while. Let us have this.
All right, Pete, get us out of here.
Okay, pausing. And we're back.
All right, excellent. So now it's time for the bad guys to have a turn. The first time I get to do this. Well, since they all technically go on 0, makes the most sense for Philip, Nega Rowan, and then Mithras' Reliquary to go. So, Philip, having been squared up with by Layla Church, having unslung his axe, with the guitar strings on it, mind you, is going to use his Excellency of the Fading Sun, giving him better dexterity, strength, and stamina because he's a Dawncast. Because why wouldn't he be? Is that what it was?
What?
I might be misreading things.
That doesn't sound right.
Dusk, do you mean?
Yeah, Dusk cast. Sorry.
Yeah, the opposite of dawn.
He's the equivalent of a solar dawn.
That still doesn't sound.
Negaton.
Oh, I'm sorry. It's alertness, athletics, brawl, drive, and firearms. I have been, or melee. I've been looking at nightmares for too long. So I've been looking at cast things as, my strength, blah, 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 should be better. No, he's going to use Excellence of the Fading Sun to give him a better melee roll. And then he's gonna bring that axe down on Layla Church.
Well, let's find out if he's got a wound penalty first, since he's boiling right now.
Oh, you know what? That's good. What was the damage he had to roll against? 3 lethal?
3. Just 3 lethal. Oh.
He is going to soak 3 lethal. As that he has that he has 5 stamina plus that Essen fuck, I can't remember what the exact charm is called without looking at it.
The thing.
The thing.
Past a certain point, we stopped
Inauspicious
asking where the
Shadow Plate.
bonuses
We
come
literally
from.
just talked about it, but it gives him +2 to all soak rolls, and he naturally has a soak of 5.
Alrighty.
But he only just barely soaks it with a 3.
Alrighty. Didn't figure that'd work, but worth a shot.
I mean, it's consistent damage. It's something to have a shot at.
Mm-hmm. Well, I have no way of blocking this because I used up all my actions.
Okay, so he is going to be coming down at you with...
Let me know how many successes you lose before you get the damage, rolling damage.
Might as well pre-roll your soak.
No, I'm deciding whether to use ablation of brass or brass and fire.
I just rolled and he got 11 successes on 14 dice.
Yeah, I'm just gonna go ahead and spend my last mote for this turn on ablation of brass thing.
Is that a perfect defense?
It's a perfect soak.
Oh, okay.
So however hard he hits me, that is just going to get translated into the environment around me.
Oh boy.
Yeah, the street.
Into the environment around you?
Yeah, the street takes the damage.
That's so cool.
Wait, no, but Layla. The environment around you is part of a reliquary.
Sucks to suck, I guess.
Doesn't it, Mithras? So now I have to roll his damage against Mithras.
So what you're telling me is that you should stand right next to Stonehenge, and Ryder should hit both of you at the same time. You could deflect it back into Stonehenge.
If you want to rule that, I mean, yeah,
I'm gonna go by the rules as written.
So if you want to edit those,
I will let you know that his axe passes through you as you soak all the damage, and it strikes heavily into the reliquary and the ancient rights of land that is Stonehenge. And you all that are looking around to see the reflections of Mithras in the clouds and the chaos of the air can see the bull god in the air kind of scream and then cackle as he soaks the 9 lethal damage with 11 soak. It was close, but holy shit.
Clang.
Yeah, there's a discordant chord that Jimmy Page would be very upset about. Next up is going to be Nega Rowan. Nega Rowan is going to take the moment to spend 3 essence and doing an extended intelligence and occult roll.
Uh-oh.
Oh, I'm sorry. I meant perception and an occult roll.
Uh-oh. Did you fucking learn of Death of Obsidian Butterflies and just never used it?
No. If this is would be Nega Rowan's doing.
This is absolutely Nega Rowan's doing.
Boy.
And Death of Obsidian Butterflies is going to be coming at you guys who are in front of Nega Rowan. It's also technically coming at Mithras, but Nega Rowan doesn't exactly give a shit right now.
Who's it hitting exactly? I just scattered around.
I'm gonna say that it is probably hitting anyone who isn't in melee with Philip right now, because I feel like that Nega Rowan and Philip kind of came like out of the same thing. So basically, it's hitting everyone that isn't Layla and Philip.
Shit.
All right. Oh boy. Time to roll up a new character.
Tell me
I guess-
you at some point bought a perfect defense, please.
Oh, I did, but I used up all my essence this turn.
Oh, I meant our glass cannon over there.
Oh.
I'm going to be rolling my one soak.
Oh
Peter.
boy.
Dude.
And does Nega Rowan have an excellency to give him? Better.
You should have the intelligence excellency.
Oh, I got 2 essence
Well-
back for killing Teddy
Oh,
Son
there
of
you
a-
go.
because of
Ha.
who I am as a person.
Yeah, well, in that case, then he is going to double his intelligence. Oh no! Oh no! I just saw what that would be. Or not intelligence, his perception.
There you go. Come on, throw it at us, coach. We can take it.
I don't know if I can.
So that's 8 lethal damage coming your all's way.
Alrighty. Okie dokie. How much?
Goodbye, Rowan.
8?
I soak it all.
Good thing I bought myself an ox body.
Okay, so soak is your stamina.
Stamina plus anything else, plus if you have any charms. That would help for it.
Oh boy.
With willpower, I got 0 successes.
I'm definitely using willpower.
Oh, Peter.
I'm at
Can't
minus
use
2s.
willpower on soak anyway. Oh Lord.
You can't use willpower on soak? Okay.
Nope, nor damage rolls.
Alright,
Hey.
it's difficulty 6.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, on 5 dice, I got 5 successes.
Okay, so that's 5 health.
Oh.
On 16 dice at difficulty 5, I got 10 successes.
So Nega Rowan basically just kind of comes out and goes, "I'm the real Rowan. How dare you all deal with this imposter?" And like just starts shooting out butterflies out of his hand.
Oh yeah, he soaked the acid, right?
Let's check that out.
As we should have.
As we
It's not
actually
going to do more than. It's not going to get him out of his minus zeros. It's not. It's not.
I mean, it could. He only has 1 -0, so most of his stuff is -1s. So, you know, this could change it. I'm sure this sounds great for everyone listening, that I'm having to go through multiple different tabs and deal with this. He took 2, so he took 1 damage, which means that he's still in his zeros.
Oh, thank
Awesome.
God. Thank God.
Oh, thank God we don't have to reroll. So that was Rowan, Philip, and then Mithras's Reliquary is going.
I'm just going to assume it soaks the fucking fridge.
I'm about to find out.
Did the reliquary soak Nega Rowan's attack?
Yes, it did.
Okay.
It actually got 12 on that. And then on the next one, it got 11 to soak the acid.
Yeah, I didn't figure this was going to do shit to Stonehenge.
One of the bonuses of being a location reliquary is, you don't take negatives.
Yay!
Yay. So Mithras's next 2 actions that he uses 3 points of faith for are, the first is Stonehenge kind of vibrates rapidly as the earth around it begins to lift up in a massive sandstorm that begins to swirl around and cut at the flesh of anyone around here. There is now a second environmental effect. Anyone who is hanging out here, there is a 2 lethal constant effect going on of basically sand that is cutting into your skin.
How wide is it?
It is his faith times 10 in his faith score times 10 in yards, which is 100 yards.
Just on the edge of obsidian butterflies. All right.
I guess we'll soak that on our turns. Is that?
Yes.
Same.
Yeah. Like your thing, it'll be a soak on your turn.
Okay, cool.
The other thing that I now currently need everyone to do, as that Mithras is invoking the Sphere of Chaos 3 rank Wave of Mutilation.
That doesn't sound fun.
I know it isn't. Anyone equal to the character's faith in yards, so 10 yards of the entirety of Stonehenge. So if if you're engaging Stonehenge, you're there.
I'm not sure any of us are.
Are you not inside? Like I figured. Okay, so my understanding of this combat was
Philip was arrayed out in the street in front of it. Like End of Sadness is probably on top.
No, they're inside of Stonehenge.
Okay, so I'm in there.
Yeah.
I guess I'm the only one actually from outside of it. Maybe Rowan as well.
Rowan just arrived on the scene. He's pretty much at the edge.
Okay. Thank God, as long as it's not hitting our 2 squishies.
Yeah.
So then End of Sadness and Layla Church, you are going to be taking the effects of Wave of Mutilation.
What's that do?
I need you all to roll me a stamina roll at a difficulty of 8.
And what does that do?
If the roll fails, the victim's body and mind are sent into spasms and seizures while organs shudder randomly and hormones flood your body.
Oh, fun.
No, so that's basically just a night's performance for ILOts. So this is a stamina roll to resist. It is not a soak roll.
It specifically says a stamina roll to resist.
Okay. All rolls made while the infernal is wet.
2 successes.
Made it -1 difficulty. I am definitely wet, so that's okay. But I should have actually applied my damage roll, and I forgot to. Okay, fuck me.
Oh, did he have to roll against me? Did he roll against me at all?
Did Mithras?
Yeah.
He does not have to roll against you for Wave of Mutilation.
But did he make a roll for something that was going to hurt me?
Technically Wave of Mutilation would hurt you, but it's more like he's sending out a
Did he make a roll?
Did he make a goddamn roll?
And yes, he made a goddamn roll.
All right, then he loses 2 dice off that roll. As per my Shinte form signature charm. If he's in the boss battle music and he's fucking with me, he loses 2 dice off the roll.
Okay.
Any antagonist ever
I got 3 successes on my stamina thingy.
Yeah,
how many successes how many dice did he lose? You said 2?
Yeah, 2 dice.
Somehow I still rolled the same amount of successes. Okay, whatever.
I got 2 successes, and Holden got 3.
Yeah.
I mean, you guys managed to not have to deal with this, which is good, because if you guys had failed it, it gives you unsoakable lethal damage.
Oh, that's fine.
It's very much a yes or no mechanic. It's very weird.
Oh, yeah, no, that's fine. It's not even that rough. Shouldn't even spend the willpower.
You must also make a difficulty 7 willpower roll.
All right. I mean, I'll do it.
Difficulty 7, you said?
Yep.
Why is that like that?
I got 2 successes.
Okay.
Difficulty 7.
Mm-hmm.
5.
Okay. You both are hit with this wave of I must flee. I must almost like prey being approached by an alpha predator. And as the Infernals know,
We are the alpha.
this thing in front of you is lesser. You guys tamp down on that urge that it tries to put into you to flee and to run away. And that, I believe, is the enemy's turns.
Now it's time for
The
the button. Turn
Button.
1 ends.
Button.
Turn one.
All
in.
right.
Button is pressed.
Okay,
No
guys,
button.
I only have 8 more rounds of regeneration before I have to spend 1 mode again.
I got an initiative of 22.
Woo!
Woo.
Do something great with it.
The first thing Peter, your character.
Oh!
Oh, did you do bad?
One again.
Did you roll one again?
Holden, did you like upset a witch or something?
Probably!
I mean, all those tweets about the monarchy probably are just catching up with you.
Hey, Holden, to figure out how that game mechanics work, I want to ask you this question. Rowan has his thing that says that that I go last, right?
Yeah.
But Philip has a charm called Owl Sees His Mouse, where that he can reflexively spend 1 essence and can ignore initiative results for a turn and simply go first. What happens if I were to do that?
Did I put some kind of Clash of Will rule in Chapter 2 when 2 absolute effects go at it? Don't they roll willpower at each other?
There was something like that I saw.
Well, let's see.
I'm down with that.
Should we just do that? Willpower roll?
Yeah, willpower roll.
10 against.
Difficulty 6.
Okay.
What'd you get?
I got 4.
I got 6.
Oh, dang it.
So Philip's going to spend an essence and make sure that he goes first.
No, he goes first.
All right.
Philip is going to kind of like, as the axe gets pulled back from the ground, he's going to strum a successful chord from your favorite black metal band. And is going to go to strike at Layla Church.
I'm not going to spend anything. I'm not going to abort the defense, so bring it. Let me know how many successes you get.
He got 5.
5.
Plus he has an axe, which is, I believe, 7 lethal? Or 6? I think it's 7, if I recall.
Yeah, I'll let him just swing on that.
Okay. 6 plus 5 is 11, plus his strength of 5. So that'd be 16. He is also then going to reflexively spend another essence for Soul Cleaving Strike to raise the difficulty of your soak roll.
Okay. Well, that's a bit of a problem.
By his essence rating.
What?
Listen, I'm just after successfully
Son of a
striking
cop!
a target, the player may reflexively spend 1 essence to raise the difficulty
Okay,
of
well, he
the
fucking...
target's soak roll by her essence rating to a maximum of
Well, we
9.
accidentally exalted this guy like several weeks ago. Tell me he's still Essence 1.
Oh
No, he's not. As well as negating all soak dice from armor.
You haven't actually rolled yet, have you?
No, I haven't.
Oh, good, because in that case, I'm just going to ablation of brass and fire. I can do that any time before your damage dice hit the table.
Okay, so that's the I auto soak it roll, right?
Yeah, that's just he hits me. It goes. He hits my armor. It goes. I turn to like living brass. He hits my armor. It goes clang. It goes into the street.
So does that mean that the reliquary has increased soak, or I don't think the charm would transfer onto the other person, would it?
I don't think it would. Yeah, no, because it's specifically against the target. So he is spending the essence to try and fuck you up.
Yeah.
You just have some good shit. He just kind of, as it clangs and sets down there, he just kind of looks and goes, "How long are we going to have to do this song and dance? Let me just show you who's better with a guitar."
Rock off, rock off.
Unfortunately, I don't have fingers in this form. So.
Aw.
That won't stop you.
Okay. So that was Philip's turn. It's now the rest of you guys' turn, and then it's gonna be
Did
Nega
you roll
Rowan, and then-
his damage and make the
Oh,
reliquary
yeah.
socket?
We suck at
Thank
this.
you. He soaks 3.
We're very smart. We're good at Exalted. God damn it.
He soaks 3. I don't know what to tell you.
Okay, well, I guess now it's Rowan's turn to soak the sandstorm, which is somehow happening underwater.
Oh, wasn't it? I was far enough away.
Can't you dissolve the sand?
You are outside of the Slipknot album, but I think the sandstorm is like fucking like 300 feet across.
Okay.
The
Well,
sandstorm is going about a couple yards outside of Stonehenge.
Is
The-
that all?
okay.
The sandstorm is 100 yards, whatever. So I have to get into it to do my Death Obsidian butterflies.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Well, I can. I roll 2. I still soak it. So
Okay.
okay.
Oh.
I'm going to basically walk up to Rigel and it's like, "Hey, you look like you're in a bad spot. Do you need an escape plan?"
I think I can take it for a bit longer.
How much
Why? What do you
longer?
have in mind?
Sir, I am looking at your health chart. I don't think that's true.
Yeah, I don't think that's true either.
Oh, just wait. I have an ace up my sleeve. But first I need to die.
Oh God, no! Oh my God, you got that. Okay.
All right. Well,
Okay.
because
So
I'm
anyway.
going to retreat gracefully from the battlefield. So I just wanted to know if you wanted to come with me.
I'll let you know when I'm ready.
Bitch.
I'll let you know when I'm ready to leave.
Because with my 1 moat, like, what? I have 3 moats left. 4.
That's plenty.
Nope. I'm out.
Can't you punch the sandstorm off?
Okay. Yes, I can punch the sandstorm off.
There you go.
There you go.
All right. Let's punch the sandstorm off first before I leave. Yeah. Sorry, I'm just looking up the rules. Dexterity press block roll.
Which one of the fucking Timian limit breaks is I bitch out on the boss fight. I forget that one.
It's the one where I'm moat tapped and have very little health left.
Listen, I said I was going to go all out on this boss fight.
You have like
Yeah.
7 white moats left, or black moats, whichever the fuck side
No,
that
that's
is.
No.
max.
He's got 4 total.
Yeah.
1 plus 3. I don't know how he keeps track of it, but it tracks.
Yeah, black's on the left, white's on the right.
You could just start using that gun that you found.
Well, let's see. If I'm going to try to dispel the whole sandstorm,
The
Yeah.
bang rat.
if it's magical, I'm going
It's a
to
smart rat. They call smart guns in Shadowrun.
just gonna walk up and try to dispel it by slapping sandstorm away.
Okay.
A spell shattering palm.
Hell yeah.
Does 3 successes work?
What did you hit?
Oh, it just says success allows it.
Then,
Okay.
if any success,
Yeah, I believe that would work then. You slap into the oil and acid that you're immune to into the sand that's whirling around there and dispel it.
Yeah. Now who's the slap happy Jim?
as a slap happy Jim appears out of the, I
Listen.
sold my soul to this devil.
That's my turn.
Listen, I'm gonna let you all know right now, just like as an out of character thing, because remember that Rowan is a good Timian who has a very vaguely defined other world. If you guys do acknowledge a slap happy Jim is a real thing, he would technically get 2 motes back.
Look, I've constantly accepted that Slap Happy Jim is a thing, but the Viator's not going to be an asshole. The Viator's supposed to be the cool part of End of Sadness, not the joke. Someone else has to.
Let's not regain motes on that.
Sure.
Oh my God, that's not epic.
Yes, you're good enough to be a slap happy Jim.
There you go, Rowan. You can
That's
get
bad.
2 motes back. I'm gonna give it back to you, bud.
Oh, I'll take it. Fine.
There it is. You're back in the game.
Back in the game, bud.
Sports.
All right,
Stop.
who's next?
So here's my question. Which one of these targets is the most important target?
Probably the one that just Death of Obsidian Butterfly us and is about to do it again. Because
Is that Rowan?
Yeah, that
That's
will
Nega
kill
Rowan.
our squishies.
Okay. Does anyone else want to target Nega Rowan before I do? Cause
I mean, I can take a Nega Rowan and the Reliquary, I think.
Do you want me to soften them up first? Because they'll have penalties to resist you if we hit them before they get to you, right?
Well, as long as you don't.
No, you can't weaken us unless you.
Yeah,
have
if you get attacked multiple times, you get penalties in World of Darkness. It's a huge problem.
Yeah, but I'm not doing an attack like that. I'm, casting magic.
I guess just shred them then. Fucking do it. Kill crazy.
Yeah.
Go kill crazy.
But you're going first.
Yeah,
Unless
I can just
you
wait
want-
for you to do it.
Okay.
So we established. Wait a minute. Are Philip and Layla also inside of this shot pattern?
Yeah, we're all creatures
I
of
think
darkness.
so.
Holden.
I mean,
Holden, they expect one of us in the wreckage, brother.
I think Rowan targeted everybody. Was since Rajel can move a little bit to the right or whatever and just target him and the Reliquary,
Hey,
right?
I don't care if you want to blow Philip to hell. I'm just going to perfect it.
Oh yeah.
If you want to do that gambit, then sure.
Yeah, I've still got 4 more motes to burn this round. I'm fine.
Oh shit. Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, I'll just go down to 8. Go crazy. I don't know how End of Sadness is going to handle it. That's
The
also
Viator
not
of
my
Null
problem.
Space, being the Lord of the Land, will just have the land wrap up around him and protect him.
Yes, that will protect you with a perfect cover.
Yeah, Like, yeah, 30-inch thick steel concrete plates fabricate themselves around Edge of Sadness. Or around,
That sounds like a fucking awesome idea that would work a lot better if we hadn't established that Mithras' reality warping is basically neutralizing yours.
No, I paid for King in the Kingdom. I get a cover thing for this. No, I reject that. No,
That is
I
cool.
spent 30, 40 fucking XP on this. No. I did a bunch of shit over 2 seasons to set up the final boss battle in the middle of my Dragon's Nest. Oh, actually, fuckheads. We are in my Dragon's Nest, which means I have a Mind
defense.
Sport difficulty bonus to spot, track, and identify intruders or defend the nest from assault. So we're going to get to that in a moment, because I spent the whole game setting this shit up.
Okay.
Okay.
Also, by the way, everyone has the difficulty of my Dragon's Nest to infiltrate or attack the nest by anyone I haven't granted access to. I granted access to Mithras by dropping his ass on here, that tracks. I did not grant access for his hangers-on. So they get +4 difficulty to actions against me in my base, which is hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of yards of London that I've human sacrificed out and pumped my charm into.
Okay.
So that's
Beautiful.
that's the first fucking diverge. The second diverge is, no, I set up the boss battle to be in the middle of my base, in the middle of my hell, in the middle of my 30 charm scam, to give myself a free Shinte, and all this shit on top of it. A fucking wall of laminated metal covers me and protects me from death of obsidian butterflies. I'm not taking 15 fucking aggravated damage because Mithras as Lord of Chaos. Fuck you, I'm an Exalt. He's a shitty boss from a shitty book from 20 years ago.
Hey, fuck you. That book rules. All right, let's do this.
Isn't that the one that has Enigma as a skill?
I think so.
Okay,
I
all right.
think
I'm gonna
that's
temper. I'm gonna temper that response then.
I think that's mage.
Yeah, no, I'm 90% sure that's mage. I will give you,
Demon had demolition just straight up on the character sheet.
if you're gonna be in the middle of that, I will give you can take half of whatever that Rigel rolls from Death of Obsidian Butterflies.
Fine, I'll allow it. Thank you.
Compromise.
Compromise.
Sir, you'll allow it?
Yeah, I won't bitch
This
and
is-
moan and drag it out anymore. That's essentially what I will allow it means. I won't make a fuss. I
Okay.
accept. Thank you.
Okay, so that's 14 successes after I spend the willpower to negate my wound penalties for this roll.
Holy shit.
And if there's a creature of darkness, it's aggravated, otherwise it's lethal, and you all guys sort yourself out.
Yeah, we're
I'll
all
be
creatures of darkness.
Oh yeah, I'm covered in golden sparks as these
Nega
things
Rowan
just
might not be.
hit me.
Nega Rowan is, I believe, absolutely a creature of darkness.
Is he like a paradox spirit?
Philip is going to. He's a paradox spirit, which is.
Why is a
Which
paradox
also
spirit a
lunar.
creature of darkness? Why is a paradox spirit a creature of darkness?
What?
Yeah.
That's the thing. Like, he's
You're
a
right.
paradox spirit. Why is that a creature of darkness?
It's not.
But he's
I don't
also
understand
working
the term
with.
anymore.
He's also working with Mithras.
I mean, just because you're the plumber on the Death Star doesn't make you a Sith Lord. You know?
Okay,
It
fair
does if you're
enough.
playing the D20 game because you accrue dark side points based on cooperation.
Not that it fucking matters. He's an Exalt. He can soak it either way.
Right? Okay, so first off, Philip is going to reflexively spend 1 essence and use Death Deflecting Technique.
Hunt. Okay. God damn it. Shit.
Yeah, I built this like an actual character. That I've
This is
used.
supposed to be a
All right,
real fight.
my plan, by the way, is to stop fighting this guy because we can just stand here negating one another all afternoon.
You only have so many no cells.
Yeah, I know, and he has more essence than I do, so I am pivoting to Nega Rowan if he survives this.
Nega Rowan, on the other hand, is going to use. Did I give him any defenses?
I hope not.
I don't think that I did.
Thank
Because
God.
I only picked from the charms that Sam wanted for Rowan as a lunar.
Yeah, that was part of the reason I did the remake, because I was like, oh, I don't have any defensive charms. I better make sure I have them all to continue.
Death of Obsidian Butterflies automatically hits, doesn't it?
Yep.
Yeah, if it's in the area, yes.
Okay.
What are the dice we're looking at?
Again, 14 levels of success.
Oh, shit. Oh, okay. So is that damage or what?
You have to soak 7. You have to soak 7 ag. Nega Rowan has to soak
14 lethal.
14 lethal. Now.
Okay. I soak 12.
Good.
Really not a problem.
Nega Rowan soaks what?
Yes.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10,
Yes.
11, 12, 13.
That was egg, not an X either.
Holy shit! Was that it? Was that the exact amount that you needed?
No.
We need one more.
He's at -5s. So as
Oh
Mike just
no, Nega Rowan!
picks those the butterflies back out that he shot at him, like, oh, I'm the Wizard Supreme here.
Nega Rowan just like covered in butterflies. Oh wait, I have to actually roll for Mithras real quick.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. I'm gonna just update.
He soaks 8.
That's 6. 1, 2,
So that's
3,
6?
4.
Oh no, wait, no, he's not a creature.
6, yep.
We just had this argument. Duh.
Yeah. End of Sadness took like what 2?
None.
No.
Oh, none.
He would have taken 2 if he didn't have it. How much does Philip soak?
Philip used the auto soak charm.
Okay.
He had a perfect defense. He just parried them all like tinky tinky ting.
No, he had a perfect soak. He took them all. And he went,
So it's half
Didn't
obsidian
work.
now.
So he's just saying they're more obsidian than man, but he doesn't give a shit. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Cool. I guess that means it's End of Sadness's turn.
Okay, have you gone yet, Holden? Oh no, you go next.
Look at my initiative.
All right, so here's
Look at my initiative.
my actual question. Should I spend my turn wasting Nega Rowan, or should I spend my turn starting on Prince Philip here?
One of us is going to have to blow a turn on Nega Rowan.
Unless the acid takes him.
I'm not gambling that shit.
He's
I'm not
at-
gambling on that. No.
Okay,
No.
wait. I'll let you all know this. He's at a -5. Nega Rowan's stamina is a 3.
Wound penalties don't fuck up core damage rules.
He only has to take 1 damage.
Well, 50
And the
What's
Viator.
his stamina again?
He has 1 health level left and stamina 3.
Does anyone have like some sort of incidental damage you do while you attack something else, or some AoE something?
I wish. Yeah, you do.
Yeah, you do, bro. You took those charms, not us.
So anyway,
The Viator of Null Space approaches Nega Rowan.
Oh, I know what you
Sacrifice
could do. I know what you could do.
yeah.
You could do another full auto and just allocate one fucking success. No, actually, full board defense. But
That would be a thing.
fuck it. You finish him off if you want. If you don't, I will.
Yeah, I'll take care of it so you can start to work over this Philip or this fucking Stonehenge nonsense.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah. Okay. I'll spend another essence. Let's see. So I'm down to 14. I'm just gonna roll my dice before I narrate what happens because that will be faster. So here we go. Who dies today? Okay, I hit Nega Rowan for 10 successes. Does he defend at all, or is it all going to be overflow?
Okay, I'm
suck
gonna.
everything.
You say 10?
I haven't done damage yet. These are to hit.
Oh.
10 successes to hit.
Okay, so with his -5 penalty, he has 2 dice that he can roll to try to dodge.
Okay, good. He should. Oh no, he doesn't. No, he doesn't. He loses 2 dice off of every roll against me.
Never mind. He gets no dice.
He gets a chance die.
That's the
No,
wrong
he gets
system.
nothing.
Not in this system.
Good. All right. In that case, he takes.
This system, he just eats shit.
Yeah.
Bad willpower to negate his wound penalties for this,
All right. I rolled really low, so he only takes 9 lethal. Is he going to live through that?
Nope.
I am very rapidly looking through Nega Rowan's character sheet for the last time.
Good. Just let me know, and then I'll tell you how this goes down, because I've had Nega Rowan prepped in my head for a few weeks now.
Oh, okay.
I have a list.
Rowan or Nega Rowan? Either
Nega
or.
Rowan, it's coming.
No, he can't possibly soak any of this.
Good. Okay, the Viard of Null Space uses their brawl attacks because they have brawl attacks. Like their monster hand and body are his monster hands and monster body are lethal. So the Viator will walk up to Nega Rowan inside of Stonehenge, inside the oil grease fire and the sandstorm and the reality warping and the bull screaming with the lightning and the zombie and all that, and will plant his foot directly into Nega Rowan's chest and kick him onto the ground. Walk up, lift his foot over him, look over to the Celestial Censor, and go, "You have to give me the order, Master. They won't trust me if I do it on my own."
Kill him.
Rowan, I say, the Viator says to Nega Rowan, "Rowan, you talking to me? You talking back, Nega Rowan?"
End of sadness. What are you doing?
No, my friend. Be very quiet. Someone taps on his chest plate, is sleeping. Do you remember when my conduit promised to take every fear and pain and misery you've ever suffered and turn it into a weapon against all those who would hurt you? You remember that?
You promised that you would help. End of sadness. You're not helping.
I lied. And I will stomp him.
You son of a bitch!
Oh no.
What's that a reference to?
Nothing.
Viator of Null Space played by Kate Mulgrew.
Reference.
Like, yeah, sure, it's Kate Mulgrew going, "I know," but that's not what I'm doing. It's just I lied. Stomp on the dude.
No, like my original idea for when you did that was to like have him use like his extended like arms to be like, "End of sadness. I thought we were friends."
Yeah, you're not talking into sadness.
Oh
And
no.
it says is literally in the fetal position, hooked up to tubes inside the Viator's chest cavity, beating as his heart. You know that mental effect that we got hit with that made us feel terror? The Viator chose to let that hit End of Sadness to give them a little heart attack, because the Viator's an adrenaline junkie. They love feeling panic and worry. It's invigorating.
So the Viator's foot is now just like vanished inside of a swirling red cloud in this
Yeah.
churning acid bath. That's nice. That's nice.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah,
my
you
turn
just
now, right?
hey, you remember your friend from the entirety of season 1? You just stomped him out.
Yeah,
Oh, no.
yeah, the Viator did do that. That's what they're
Oh
like.
no.
We didn't have intimacy towards him.
Oh no. Not at all.
End of sadness. I'm not talking to you. I'm talking to the rest of the crew.
Also, it's not on End of Sadness because Rigel told them to do it, and Rigel controls my every action.
You're right.
I'm literally Peter's slave. I gave him all control of my free will earlier. Remember that?
But hey, in good news, first off, I don't have to keep this character sheet bookmarked anymore.
Yeah.
Second off, hey, Rowan, you now have access to all of your cool Gatimian shit again.
Hooray!
I look at my intimacies. My parents, pursuing knowledge to better oneself, got forbidden knowledge. Yep, nothing about Rowan here.
Yeah, I got nothing
No one
about.
else.
I got nothing about you guys either.
Oh, we should probably find a way to fix that.
What? Why? It's working fine.
I meant for other people who are going to run this game.
That you don't have an automatic intimacy toward the group.
No. Sounds like
It's a
that's
choice.
No.
Sounds like that'd be a good use of charms to forge intimacies with the party for various reasons. Like there's one for training, there's one for teaching, there's one for being a piece of shit because you're an infernal or an abyssal. Sounds like a player who didn't want to get stomped should have used that to give us intimacies.
I mean, it's pretty much a choice because, like, you have charms to protect your intimacies, but if you don't have any intimacies towards the group, then you can betray them.
Yup.
That's on you, buddy.
That's on you, buddy. You didn't take
Pretty
Righteous
much.
Lying Defense or the group as an intimacy. Get fucked.
Who's next?
I believe that would be me. So Layla has kind of realized three things at this point. One, she's sort of coming to the conclusion that she and Prince Philip here can just sit here hitting each other in the head to functionally no result, probably for the rest of the afternoon. The second is that if this dude showed up with a customized, like, sharpened guitar to fight with, that's probably the range he likes to fight at, and the range he's dangerous at.
Mm-hmm.
And the third is that once per round on Layla's turn, she can switch modes on all devouring depths. So far, it's just been sitting there in the choking sea, where if you get stuck in it, you're drowning. It's not anymore. It's in the ejecting wave.
Yes.
So I can reflexively pick a target that I'm fighting. And they gotta succeed this difficulty 9 stamina plus athletics roll, or else be ejected to the edge of the charm. So out to the edge of our 100-yard wide boiling hellstorm. No, 50-yard wide, excuse me, boiling hellstorm.
You said stamina plus athletics?
Yep.
Okay.
Difficulty 9.
Okay.
Which they're probably going to, because this is a fucking Exalt.
3 successes.
Fuck me. Okay.
In fairness, he does have his excellency up, and he is a dusk cast.
Well, that doesn't matter. The excellency doesn't cover all of his shit. It just covers melee. You have to pay again.
Wait, doesn't the excellency cover all
It
of
can
his
be
shit?
used, but he will have to spend a mode if he wants to use it for
Ability
athletics.
plus attribute combo.
Yeah, it's well, he activated it for melee. He has to pay to activate again if he wants athletics too.
Okay, so that's an interesting thing to note. I was under the impression that it was when you activated it once, it hit for everything.
No, that's the
Yeah.
Dragon-Blooded Excellency, where it's your skill added to everything. Like the Dragon-Blooded Melee Excellency is just, hey, get your melee to all your melee rolls now.
Yeah, that's what he has.
Polaroids
In that
are
case,
Dex
work
plus melee.
exactly the same. No, they work exactly the same way. You're thinking, this guy does not have attribute excellencies.
Oh, I don't know. Fuck all about
no,
that.
he has an ability excellency.
Yep.
But his ability excellency does include athletics.
No,
but
he just gets all those modes for free, gratis, because he's a dusk. He still has to pay for them.
Okay, I understand then. In that case, then he will be using an essence for that because I already rolled it. So
well, I did at least tax him a mode, so that's something, or an essence, so that's something.
Exactly.
I just realized what we were talking about. It just kind of clicked. Sorry.
Yeah.
I was thinking of something different.
No worries.
No, that makes perfect sense. I think that it's written in such a way that I think that when I initially read it, I thought that it meant that it activated for everything.
Yeah. No, I get you. I get you for sure.
Okay. So he does not get pushed away. What happens next?
Yeah. Okay. Well, I'd forgotten he got a resistance roll, and that's kind of fucked my plan up a little bit.
What was the difficulty on that roll?
9. But it's an excellent.
He got 3 successes. So
nothing we can do.
He planted the axe down as the wave came through and just kind of stood there in defiance.
Oh, that's interesting. So he's been talking to me this whole time. Okay, well, let's see. All right. I'm not going to move on to pounding on Mithras right now. I'm just going to stay here weapon locked with this guy, but he's been talking. And I'm going to use that to pick on Carving Wind. Where I flay away part of his mind and soul with my essence for having the temerity to speak to me. So, that's 2 essence down. And what's his willpower rating?
His willpower is a 10.
Yes. Okay. Wits plus empathy, huh? Okay. Oh, that's a pretty good roll for me. Well, I get a -1 different. I get -1 on all rolls, so because we're submerged. That's good. Ones don't subtract. All right. Thank God. So, I got 2 successes.
Okay. Is that to hit him with a physical action?
No.
Oh, okay.
That is to carve out the piece of his soul that is capable of thinking the thought. I should switch my focus to those 2 squishy guys back there.
So you're making him want to focus, like basically he's
Focus on
not
the
going to.
infernals.
He is incapable of thinking. This isn't going well. I should go kill those soft targets over yonder. Yeah, cannot
Okay.
have that thought. For 1 day.
Okay.
Now
Can
he
I?
can spend a point of willpower to fight that. Each point of will, he can spend 1 willpower. He can only spend 1 willpower per turn. So each willpower he spends will basically negate 1 success from my roll. So if he spent 1 right now, that would knock the duration down to an hour, and then if he did it again next round, that would just kill the charm. Of course, if
Can
he
I
has
get?
something like integrity protecting prana, he can just laugh it
Would
off.
Would it be okay if we broke for like 2 minutes for me to think about this and go stare out a window?
Sure.
Okay, and
Because
pause.
like I think that's like changing my my plans.
Yeah, I just sort of realized that if
We should
had,
reset the download. Like we should.
oh yeah, we've been going
refresh.
for
It's
about
at an
another
hour.
hour.
Yeah.
Okay, pausing. And we're back.
Okay. So, as far as initiatives go, I believe that let's see, Layla has already gone at 8. Everyone else has already gone, which means that Mithras is next. Philip has been told to not mess with the squishies, so to speak. But Mithras, on the other hand, has not been told such things. I think that one of the things to remember about Demon is how interesting it is, how very fun that some of their powers can get. Where you can just kind of fuck around very easily with certain things. So, Mithras, on the other hand, is going to use some of its lore of fundament. Specifically, it is going to use manipulate, accelerate. What is going to happen from this is in its area plus faith in yards. So basically 10 yards out in, or I'm sorry, 10 yards out in its faith score from the whole exterior of Stonehenge. By moving around, you all begin to suffer heat damage by moving.
Shit again.
Mm-hmm. The lore of acceleration. Now, it is only bashing damage, but that's still something that you have to soak.
Would an immunity to fire cover this?
I feel like that because that it is basically taking your acceleration, basically your
It's
movement.
converting motion to heat, right?
Yeah,
So
it's
that's-
converting.
And
Yeah,
heat is a type of fire.
heat is a type of fire. So if you do have an immunity to fire, I would say
Good to know.
yes.
Okay, thank you. Just wanted to know.
It is currently basically giving you all a constant on your turn, 1 bashing damage. That has to be so.
Okay. By the way, how's Mithras' soak going against my acid?
Here,
Randomly.
let me roll
All-
his.
All of it, I guess.
He soaks.
Wow. I had to check. Hey, he doesn't have immunity to ones, okay? I've seen the shit that happens in this system.
You're right. He does not have immunity to ones, and he does not have 10
I have
against.
seen 20 dice produce -3 successes.
He
before, okay?
also has obscene amounts of stats and is the final boss of this campaign, sir.
No, the rule of ones is the final boss of every Dark
didn't you change your mode to
You're on
be...
that.
Did you change the water to be not acid but ejecting, so he wouldn't need to soak anything?
No, the acid is a separate charm that just converts all the water in contact with me out to X yards
Fair
into
enough.
acid. All of my modes are acid.
Okay. So, who's next?
It's just now the storm has enough like gaps of air that you can snatch breaths.
You know what? I just realized Mithras was last, wasn't he?
I mean,
The
they're both
button.
0.
The butt.
Well, hold on.
Button.
What? Hold on a second.
Philip.
Philip, take a turn.
Philip did take a turn because he used his essence to go first.
Oh, yeah.
That's right. Okay, God, these rounds are long. You're completely correct.
We're on round
Mhm.
2. We're just.
Oh,
That
God.
was
No,
round
we're
2
about,
this
no, we're
round.
about to hit round 3.
Yeah, this
I
is
pressed
round 3 we're starting.
Button. Finally, fucking Christ. Finally, Jesus.
No, I'm the last one before enemies.
Oh, God. Does Philip want to fucketh about with the initiative again?
Philip is going to fuck us about with the initiative again.
Let's see if he can.
He is going to use that charm that lets him go first.
Let's see if he
That's
can.
a willpower against you, right?
Yeah.
What would we say? Difficulty 6?
Okay. Yeah.
No,
I got a 5.
Changes.
I got a 3, so he gets to go first.
Okay.
Yeah,
That
Jesus.
was powerful.
But hey, you are spending his essence.
Yes.
Philip is going to look to Layla and be like, we'll guitar duel later. And is going to kind of like drag his axe up in like a distracting motion and go running at the Viator of Null Space.
Yeah, good luck with that. He's even more soaked than I do.
Do it. I
Doesn't
crave
know that.
death.
I crave death! Let me see what I can do to throw at you to make this even more hard.
This is turn 3, and my regeneration charm hasn't even come up yet, and it's been running in the background.
No, don't worry, Devin. I'm gonna just like throw everything that I have at you.
You should do that, yeah.
Yeah. That's my plan.
It's probably for the best. It's a good strategy.
Okay, so he is going to try and hit you with.
9 is 2 dice. Difficulty 9.
Dang. Difficulty 9? How do
He's
you add
invading
plus?
the dragon nest. I add 4 to all his difficulty rolls.
Oh shit. Okay.
He also can hear my theme song blaring across all of London, and it's hurting him, which is why he's losing 2 dice off of every pool.
That's fair. He still gets 2 successes.
Good.
Are you going to try and dodge?
No. I have actions to take and miles to go before I sleep.
Okay. He is going to be dealing.
Morning fair, this is going to hurt. This is a dawn. If you've got a soak thing, use it.
I'm also a dawn, basically. A weird dawn twilight.
Or the white light.
A Dwight.
Okay. He is going to be dealing to End of Sadness 6 lethal with his axe.
Okay. Is he doing anything that fucks with the resolution of this roll, like making me lose half my dice, making automatic damage happen through?
Yes, he is going to be spending an essence to increase your soak by 2.
When
Or your soak difficulty. Sorry.
Say thanks.
Yeah. Okay.
To increase your soak difficulty by 2.
Don't threaten me with a good time.
Right. So all that does is increase difficulty by 1 because I already had a reduction by 1 going on.
Yep. Same. We both have Scarlet Saga Shield, don't we?
It's still
No,
pretty good.
you have Scarlet Saga Shield. I have the Demon Emperor Shinte form. If I had a little more XP, I'd have both, and I'd be laughing and laughing with difficulty 4 soaks. But I ran out of XP.
Alas, I must bear the burden of difficulty 4 soaks.
Right. So it only goes up by 1 to 7. Oh shit! I did poorly. Only 4 successes. How much damage did he do?
He's 4. So he does 2 lethal to you.
Oh, I don't like that. But it'll be healed by next turn.
Are those actually your health track all the way down there, or
all the way down where? Where are we talking about here?
Yes, where?
Oh, the reliquary? Yeah, it sucks. You guys should be putting more damage out into it.
No, yours. Like, what are those X's?
Where? Which X's?
Battle sheet.
Okay, I'm on the battle sheet. I'm looking at Vendicetta Shinte. I'm highlighting. See little lowercase X's?
Yeah.
Those mean lethal damage.
Yeah, what's the X's above that? Like
that's where his zeros are.
Zeros I forgot to fill in, apparently.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because I have the wound penalty adjuster.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, okay.
All right. Okay. We good?
Cool.
Now
we
I
good?
feel 3, 4, 6. Now I'm nervous. All right, it's fine. It's probably fine. I'll check it out.
Okay.
Raiders who can't see Vider's sheet. They're like fucking 15.
Oh, I have a lot of health levels.
He's got so many health levels.
15 zeros, and then some.
I can't wait for you guys.
Proportionally, Mithras is much more damage than End of Sadness is right now. That way.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
but Mithras also has a shit ton of health.
Oh, I think I know what those X's were. I think those might be erroneous. I'll correct it later after this turn. So he attacked me, right?
Yes.
Okay, I took 2 lethal. So I think this is like the 3rd time in the game I've been damaged.
Mm-hmm.
Something like that.
All right. What should we be doing here out of character?
Not counting all your various self-inflicted wounds.
Yeah, not counting those, obviously. But out of character, what should we be doing here? Should we be focusing on Philip here, or should we try to expedite the Mithra?
Philip is basically indestructible until he runs out of essence.
So I should just keep bashing him till he spends essence out?
Well,
I think we should just kill Mithras and do a Philip in Season 3 if Season 3 happens. Also, I now want to guitar duel him.
Okay, what if I just used my huge dice pools for grappling and my huge dice pools for telekinesis and lifted him up out of melee range out of the combat? Like I did last time.
That would be
Do you think
funny.
that I didn't think of
Yes, I think that. But now that you've said it, I'm going to think differently and
Well,
just attack him until he runs out of
okay.
excellencies.
Philip is inconsequential because he'll only attack Layla and you guys can soak it forever. So we need to deal with Mithras.
Yes, we've basically negated Philip at this point, unless he has like art flaming onslaught.
Unless that he is able to destroy Layla and End of Sadness, he can't touch Rigel and Rowan.
Yeah.
Okay.
Or unless either of them are stupid enough to walk over to the Hellstorm where all of this is going on, in which case they would no longer be over there.
Yeah.
All right.
I'll just put it out here. If one of you decides to deal health damage to Philip, he does have a rebuttal for that.
Yeah. I made him incapable of a very specific thought. There are several others that could lead him over there to cause trouble. Let's not provoke them.
All right. I guess the fighter will walk into the Stonehenge, up to one of the large buildings. Like he's 15 feet tall, right? So he's taller than some of the henges in Stonehenge. I don't know how big Stonehenge is.
About that size.
Yeah, they're similar.
All right, then yeah, he'll just start grabbing one of the bricks or the henges and just start like trying to grind it on down with his body. That's a trash compactor monster.
Yeah, roll me your strength for that.
Can I just roll brawl to attack?
I figure that since it is a stationary roll Dex and Brawl to attack for the auto successes. Let me know whatever it is.
Isn't Brawl strength plus Brawl in Exalted versus WoD?
No, it is
Wait,
Dex plus Brawl.
Other system.
Really?
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh.
Fudge.
Yeah, this is a Dex God stat system.
I thought that they had fixed that. Oh shit. Wait, maybe I'm thinking of grapple. Is grapple strength plus Brawl?
Yes.
That's what I'm thinking then.
You want to grapple the Stonehenge.
Yeah.
Suplex.
Just going to wrestle the Stonehenge.
Listen,
yes!
I know that you
Stonehenge! Yes!
In certain games.
Yes? I mean, I have 6,000
can...
pounds of telekinesis on top of my strength of 7.
Kevin, please don't let me choose between telling you no, that you can't suplex Stonehenge, and yes, you can suplex the ghost train. I mean, Stonehenge.
Yeah, all right. I guess I'll do that then. I'll roll grapple on.
God damn it!
I'm big. I'm 50
weakness
feet tall.
out there.
I'm big and strong. I'll just do that. I'll just fucking pick this piece of shit up. All right.
Okay, go for it.
I don't even have to spend essence because I already turned the excellency on.
Grappling is basically all wrestling moves. So you could just like pick up one of the hinges and do a giant swing to like smash it into another one.
Yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna be like a kitten in a hen house and just play around and smash around. 11 successes to grapple Mithras.
Whatever that means.
You grapple Mithras by 11 successes. Mithras can't move.
All right, I will now do brawl damage, which is just
bashing, I believe.
Oh no, I do lethal. No.
You do lethal. Okay.
I do lethal. None of this fucking shit.
Fair enough.
Describe this to me.
All right, the Viator of Null Space walks up, bellows into the eye of the storm where the bull is. Come out here and fucking talk to me, you coward. You can't have brought me all this way here to ignore me. This is tedious. And we'll grab one of the medium-sized henges in the Stonehenge and do that thing where a wrestler grabs a dude and then flips backwards to smash him on his head. You know that thing people do?
That's called a suplex.
It's called a suplex, sir.
And we'll suplex one of those into another henge to smash it over and crack it in the middle.
I feel like at this point we need the broken emulator of Final Fantasy VI where Sabin gets to suplex the ghost train.
Right.
That should happen on the SNES, man. That is not an emulator problem.
Because that's all that I'm imagining.
9 lethal.
Okay, give me just a second.
Damn, is that all?
Okay, so I didn't get enough XP to buy my strength up from 1, so my strength is only 7 in this form.
So hold on. If I summoned, my craft needs the tools and made the bulldozer
lethal.
Ooh. Come on.
Yeah, I was thinking what you were thinking, Pete, because I have like living bulldozers and construction equipment, and I'm like, can't I just have them smash this place up? And then I'm like, I have control of military drones. Can I just have them drop Harbinger
They're
missiles
tied
on
up
this
fighting
place?
like the
Right.
cult of Mithras. Yeah.
Right.
That's the idea, is that they are tied
Yeah.
up fighting the Golden Mithras.
Yeah, but how much damage does a giant, demolition thing do with the ball and chain and so
Like
on?
we've been rule of cooling it, but rules is written you're supposed to only
Yeah,
be able to use that thing when you're like alone and unobserved and at peace. So
Yeah.
no.
I'm doing a small construction job.
No, if your concentration
Yeah.
gets broken, it fails, right?
It's not even. Yeah, it's not supposed to work. There's like anything going
Yeah,
on
yeah.
around.
Okay,
Sucks.
who's
What are you
next?
gonna do though, right?
That would be me, I believe.
Oh, wow.
No. Actually, that's
Are
Rowan.
you both at... So,
That is
let's see,
Rowan.
16?
Rowan.
Rowan has the higher modifier. Yep, Rowan has a higher modifier.
Oh, shit, Rowan. It's your turn. You
Is
gonna
there
do,
any
bud?
spells active that need to be dispelled?
Well, there's the small bashing damage that everybody gets from
But
friction.
That's some people.
Yeah, there's the small bashing damage from the War of Fundaments.
Sure. Let's go.
If you want to do that, or you can start attack. Jesus Christ, Mr. Bingley.
Cat.
So is the Philip guy completely and totally locked down right now, or has he got some other problems going on?
I mean, if you attack him, he's not going to be.
Okay.
This cat loves my voice, apparently.
It's a good cat.
Smooth, silky voice.
I appreciate this.
I'm gonna do a swing.
Okay.
I'm gonna do a very weird swing.
Okay.
Hey,
Made of-
Philip! Why were you attacking us and not your real enemy, Mithras? And I'm going to use knowledge plotting query to make him forget why he's attacking us.
What is that versus?
Nothing.
That's versus.
Does
I
he
hope
get
you
a-
bought integrity protecting prana, bitch.
Find out.
It just makes them forget why they're doing things. So
Okay.
specifically, it's they become incapable of remembering whatever datum or fact the Gatamian has asked about. If I ask for a value judgment, they become mired in indecision. They can spend 1 mil power to fight this.
There you go.
Yeah.
If only one of us had cup boils over the way this is fucking going.
I don't think line defense.
I mean, his defense is spend 1 willpower. There.
He's gonna spend the willpower.
God damn it.
Oh well.
What do you want me to do? I want to give you guys an actual fight. This is my last time to do this.
No. It makes complete sense. It was a swing.
Well, so does he answer?
What was your question, Rowan?
Hey, why are you attacking us? Why not attack Mithras?
Do you remember a day
I really didn't care for your actual
in
answer.
October of 2021
No, I really don't.
when a bunch of people called in a bomb threat to 20 Fenchurch Street?
I wasn't there for that session.
No, you weren't, Holden.
Dang it, I wasn't actually hoping for an answer from you, man.
Well,
That's
they're
why I'm
chewing over
here.
his tragic backstory. I'm going to attack Mithras.
Yeah, you're gonna go over the tragic backstory of. Wait, let me scroll down through his character sheet
Just a
for my funny Burger Mergen. That was his mortal name.
But the fun thing is, he does have to spend a willpower for every turn he does this.
Okay.
Okay, yeah, let's let him monologue. Sure.
Yeah, I mean, dude, why don't you put it this way? I love monologuing. Let's go.
So, Layla.
Layla. It's your go.
Okay, well,
You want to take on Mithras?
Yeah,
Or do
Philip
you want to
seems
keep Burger Mergen busy?
Burger Murger seems to be busy, like, relating his life story to Rowan. We'll let him do that.
First, so 1 bashing damage from the,
Oh,
AoE thing.
yeah, oh, shit, yeah, 1 bashing damage. Oh, fuck. Okay, hold on.
Hey, please soak that.
Oh, yeah, 12 dice at difficulty 4. This is gonna be a real fucking nail-biter. Alright.
-1.
7 successes. First good
Okay, you
roll I've
did
had
it.
all night. Alright. Yeah, sure. So, yeah, let's attack Mithras. Layla's gonna just charge through the middle of this swirling hellstorm of with sparks flying off of her somehow beneath the boiler steam, I guess, actually, curling off of her through the oil as she rides around the ring of Stonehenge, striking with her blades at the hinges, and using Green Sun Nimbus Flare naturally.
Oh, shit.
So that would be 13 dice at difficulty 5. Also 7 successes to hit, and then I add that to,
So it'd be what, 20 dice?
let's see. In this form, 8, 7, 15 dice, and then 5 automatic successes. Or 5 automatic ag, I should say. Let's give this a shot. Wow, okay. That's something. 9 successes and 5 automatic aggravated damage.
Okay. It takes 5 automatic aggravated damage as it rolled 10 soak successes.
Well, I mean, that would put it down to 4 ag, I guess.
Wait,
I
you
will,
said 5 automatic ag.
yeah.
It rolled 10, which
It
it can
can
only soak
soak.
lethal.
Oh, it can't soak ag? Okay.
I mean, no, well, it can soak ag, but you said automatic,
Yeah,
which
as
means
in I
it
don't have
doesn't
to
get
roll
to.
them. No, as in
Right.
I don't have to roll them.
Ah,
It can still soak.
Oh, okay.
It's 5
Well, then
levels.
it takes 4. Then it takes 4 ag.
Yeah. Erkly dokely.
Oh, this thing's healthful.
Yeah.
Who is next?
I think that would be the Celestial Censor.
Oh boy.
Oh
Oh
boy.
boy.
Well, first I guess I have to soak. For me, isn't that automatic?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, 1 bashing. Can you do it, bud?
Uh,
Actually, that might be a problem for you.
For
you know
him,
what?
yeah.
You know what? First, I'll spend 1 mode through my heaven-turning calculations to substitute my intelligence for stamina, as I'm figuring out how to not move too much to reduce the friction here. So
I
I'll get.
don't know if that works.
I
Oh
mean,
my
I'm
you can
gonna say it works.
I can
He's
substitute
a
intelligence.
he's a smart boy.
Oh my god.
I can substitute intelligence in place of any other attribute. It doesn't say for a roll or something like that.
Well, that's the thing.
Aha! I saw it in the bashing.
Okay. That was probably going to happen anyway. Good to shit.
Well, I have only 1 stamina otherwise, so you know.
Yeah.
And I don't want to be in -5s. So I spent 2 more essence and spent a willpower to ignore wound penalties, and let me roll those 20 dice of damage. Yeah, that's 16 damage. I guess I'm trying to just hit Mithras, because if Philip wants to trigger, then yeah. So mowing the load here.
If you want to put Philip in there,
I don't.
We don't.
okay. Mithras is going to soak 9, so Mithras will take 6.
7. It was 16.
Okay.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So that's 50% health pool down. Huzzah.
He's bloodied. What new powers does he get?
Do you really want to know?
No. Christ.
So,
Looking at the health pool, I can see why he doesn't jump into apocalyptic form. It would be post.
right? Anyone else? Initiative, Celestial Sensor.
All of us.
So it's just Mithras.
Yes.
Who is currently in a grapple?
For whatever that matters.
You can't take actions when you're in a grapple, right?
No, yeah, but he is also the entirety of Stonehenge.
Yeah, but he's being grappled.
You grapple one of his arms.
Yes. Yes, that is true. He cannot take any physical actions other than to try to break out of the grapple.
Physical
Okay,
actions.
as long as we've established that, that's all I wanted to
Okay.
be. I want that just to be said to the listeners for the playtest.
That, by the by, was my other idea for fucking Philip over here. Just lock him up in a grapple and negate him for the rest of the fight. Which we'll see.
Anyway.
Oh, but can Mithras soak 3 lethal damage?
Oh no!
But can Mithras soak 3 lethal damage? He can, with an 8.
Oh, God fucking damn it. I don't know what we're going to do if Rigel runs out of essence by the
You
Hey,
and I get refresh.
Just to throw this out there, when Mithras is rolling soak, you're taking those 2 dice off, right?
Yes, I am.
Excellent. I only bring it up not to badger, but because the wording is all dice pools. So I'm like, what? No way, it's not going to do soak and damage, right? Like,
all dice pools.
No, all dice pools. Everything. Fuck you.
Okay.
Which is like, hey, signature charms for Infernals.
Well, anyway.
Okay. So, Mithras, in his genius state of, well, you guys are the first real threat that has come at him since he wasn't in a reliquary. He's going to use the tormented version of War of the Fundament 5, which is Lore of Cohesion. Anything within 10 yards of Stonehenge here, and also, obviously within Stonehenge, is going to start suffering damage. Because your molecular cohesion is going to start having problems. As anyone around him now has to suffer 7 lethal damage.
Okay.
But we can soak it, right?
Yes, you guys can still totally soak it.
Oh, okay, good.
Incidentally, I fucked up.
Also,
1 second.
I soaked.
Never mind. No, I didn't. No, I didn't. Never mind. Misread one of my charms.
The soak is at difficulty 6.
Hmm.
Basically, he is trying to destroy your atomic bonds.
Okay, so my big question is Rigel within that area? Because we'll guess that, this whole Stone Age, 100 yards or whatever, his range is 100 yards, so I'm guessing he's outside of it, shooting at it.
It is Stonehenge plus 10 yards.
So I guess I can be outside of that range and still blast
Yes.
with it, right? Make sure.
Yes, if you wanted to.
Okay.
I got 7 successes on my soak roll. What was I going
Okay,
for?
so
7?
then, 7 is the exact number that you needed.
Oh.
The other two, Rowan and
I assumed I was outside of it.
I'm fine.
Owen is way out there. Yeah, they're
Yeah.
shouting.
I got
Okay, I
13
wanted to make sure.
successes. I'm good.
Wait,
I
does it hit
wanted to make sure.
everybody? Does it hit everyone in the area?
It hits everyone in the area.
What about Philip?
Who's going to use Essence to just negate it? Yes.
He must look fucked up by now.
Sir.
Like,
Sir?
we're talking to a pile of hamburger helper by this point.
Give me just a moment. Oh, I can't copy paste the fucking picture I used for this guy? Fuck.
Well, big.
There we go. That's the actual character sheet I used for him. That has the picture of him. That is basically just,
Yeah.
you know.
Yeah, it's Eddie the Head.
Yeah, it's Eddie
That's
the
all.
Head.
It's good.
Yeah.
Now he has to start talking like the Devastator.
Right?
Oh, yeah. I don't know the Devastator is.
What's his
So-
notes at? Because it's not updated on the battle sheet.
It is not a. His mode should be at
Also,
9.
click off your mote pool. It's blank because you clicked on. There we go.
Anyway, I believe that it is time for the button.
Yeah.
Because I believe that I went last.
Shit.
I also fixed my health levels. They were wrong from an earlier version, so I just updated on the battle sheet. Did we hit the button?
Yeah.
Unfortunately, yes.
Oh,
It looks like unless
yes, I
Philip wants to, jump ahead to continue telling us his life story.
It's us versus them.
Yep. Go for it. Please go for it.
To get to me.
Your highest.
Yeah. Let me roll my dice. That's 15 damage. There you go.
I'm going to have Mithras roll against that.
I'm just
Negate 7 of it.
dusting. 7. So that is 8 aggravated. Cool.
Okay, what does that put us at? Ooh, boy. Oh, boy, you're getting right into that row.
Yeah.
Holy shit.
Yeah. How many does he have there?
Philip should probably roll
Let's
for that
do
too,
that.
right?
No, I'm not targeting Philip. Because we don't want to be damaging him, right? Because that would
Right,
throw
yeah.
him to me. Okay.
I mean, Stonehenge is a big enough thing that you can totally not attack other people.
I was over here sandblasting everything with obsidian butterflies. I'm not charging my attacks. I'm using my
The amount of damage on this chart that Pete has done to the main boss of the campaign
A lot.
versus everyone else is kind of fantastic.
This would be a much different combat if Pete didn't have Death of Obsidian Butterflies.
Oh my god, no.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, by this point, Leia would be saying, "Fuck it, calling the nukes." You know? Otherwise.
Fuck this shit, I'm out.
Exactly. So who's next?
That is. And
Rowan.
Rowan.
Rowan. Jergo, buddy.
Rowan literally has nothing to punch through this thing's soak, does he?
Sounds muted, so I guess he's holding his action.
Sorry.
Oh, good.
There I am. How many times do I have to tell you this, old man? I'm going to punch away his magic.
I'm sorry. I heard how many times you have to tell me this, old man, and I started laughing. What was after that?
I'm going to punch off his magic again.
Okay, so you're going to punch off his other thing. Okay,
Yes.
so you're going to roll that versus difficulty 6.
No, it's not. Why was there difficulty 6?
For the punching off the magic?
It's difficulty 8.
Oh,
but I'm going to spend a willpower.
I'm going off of general World of Darkness rules. That's why I said I don't have the martial arts pulled up.
All right.
Okay.
If you're spending a willpower,
yeah, I'm spending willpower, so it happens.
Actually, that's not true. Well, is it a cast ability? Ones can still kill it. Ones can take away your automatic success. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Well, I did roll 2 successes, so.
Okay, cool.
You're good.
I have seen it happen before. Trust me.
Yeah.
Okay, so you're going to take off his You're going to take off his use of Lore of Cohesion.
Yep.
That's going to start making people's cohesive molecules fuck up around you.
Stop it. I really don't like you doing that. I like my molecules where they are.
You should probably leave.
Is that a threat?
Isn't it always?
Okay.
All right. It's into Sadness's turn.
Yep.
Yeah, I guess just continue to demand that Mithras pay attention to me, and the Viator will keep smashing the place up.
Okay.
Oh, also I heal because the regen is online.
Oh yeah.
Boop. Okay, dice. Gonna throw some dice at this guy. 7 successes. Now I gotta roll damage.
Roll that damage for me, buddy.
12 lethal.
He takes 1 lethal. He rolled 11 successes on 15 dice. Sorry.
Yeah, I got it.
Oh, wait, no. You deal that -2 to him. Give me 1 second.
Oh yeah. Wait. Oh shoot. Does the Dragon Nest penalty reduce your attempts to spot track or defend?
I apologize.
No, yeah, we're not defending.
You said 12?
Yeah.
He takes 4 lethal.
There we go.
I forgot about that -2 that you delivered to everyone.
It's all good.
Okay.
Sorry, it's 10.
Dude, I know. I know. I'm on the East Coast over here, bud.
Yeah.
Okay.
Layla.
Who is...
I really
Layla.
don't have any other damage boosters. Son of a bitch. Let's do that again. Continue riding around cutting down hinges. Because...
What do you think, Layla? Can you deal 18 damage?
Almost certainly not, but we're going to give it a good old college try.
I mean, we could ask Millie to sacrifice a permanent willpower to max out her damage.
You know what? Let's continue this in challenge mode. Why not? Also, I'm going to spend a willpower for another success, because why not? This point, right?
Sure.
I mean, I'm still capped. Fuck it. God damn it, that's not the button that I wanted to get. There we go. That's the button. That's the button that I want to get. All right, let's see. 10 successes.
Holy shit.
Okay, 10 successes. I will take that. Oh, wait a minute. Yeah, 10
Oh.
successes. 10 successes. Okay. And then
After so, he takes.
Oh no, that's to hit. I'm not done.
Oh.
Yeah, that was too.
Well, I've already rolled to so. Please tell me what your damage is.
Okay, let's find out. So 18 dice damage plus Green Sun Nimbus Flare. Let's see. That would be 12 successes for damage plus 5 ag.
So 17.
Yeah, so 12
He
lethal,
soaks
5
7.
ag.
So he takes 10.
5 lethal and 5 ag.
Okay,
Oh,
he's
wow.
down to 8 health levels.
Well, then. Whose
Well
turn
then.
is it?
I think it's Mithras and Philip's turn.
Yep.
So,
We're into the talk shit, get hit portion of the fight now.
We are now in the we are currently in the Philip turn. Philip is going to look to End of Sadness, who he believes that he might be able to take down.
The Viator of Null Space.
I'm sorry, the Viator of Null Space. As seeing as that he had tried to take down Layla, and well, Layla just kind of no-selled him the entire time.
Mm-hmm.
He's going to roll against you.
Okay.
Are you going to try and dodge or parry?
No.
He hits you with 3 successes. And he is going to deal 5 lethal damage.
Oh no. This is the most hilarious
No, he
dog
won't.
fight I've ever seen.
No, he won't. Please describe this.
What is happening to the Viator of Null Space that they're not what is happening here? I'm
So,
being attacked
basically,
by revenge?
Philip is coming up with his axe of soul steel and is trying to dig into the Viator with it, just clang, 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 with the metal axe on metal.
The part that Philip is smashing into with his feeble, weak, fearful mortal weapon springs off the Viator's back like a piece of armor plating under pressure, throwing Philip and his axe backwards, like not on the ground sprawling, just off. And that metal plate that's missing, there's more machinery and horror underneath, and it just grows itself out and heals over with more machinery, as if the damage was never there to begin with. Also, the damage Philip did previously has already started to disappear.
Interesting.
You cannot stop. The avalanche has already begun.
This pebble will stand in the way. And he turns and looks to Layla. And as that he turns and looks to Layla, you all can feel the very essence of Mithras, the thing that has inhabited Stonehenge for decades, piling about in the concrete and metal and stone and earth of this area, as a bull-headed being with a red stone cape and cloven hooves stands before you all as the thing that Mithras believes itself to be, as lightning cracks behind it, as a thing that your very beings, for just a second, just a very brief second, realize might have once been a war god, but is now brought low as this bull-headed being brings all of its power before you. And now I believe it's Atlet's turn. I'm sorry, I meant Mithras.
The Fire in All Space looks up now that Mithras has taken their form and just stretches its arms out, being like, "You've arrived. I'm here now. You called me here. What do you want?"
So, one of the things to recognize about Mithras, I mean Atlat's earthbound form, is that the stone around them, the earth and everything around them, for a moment, it is the bull god Atlat that some of you have seen in past lives in a different turn of creation. But now this thing is huge with bulging muscles and hands and feet that have mouths on it and eyes everywhere where there should not be eyes. It glows an unearthly glow that harkens back to a different creation. And when its mouth opens, it does not speak in a language you all could ever know. They are abhorrent sounds, the kinds of things that make men go crazy and name their cats slurs because, well, we're going to make an H.P. Lovecraft reference here.
So, should I use Strange Talk Understanding on that? Yeah.
The important thing to know here is that Stonehenge has gained claws. They do have damage resistance. Some extra actions. They will go first. And now, most importantly, as I explained to you all before, Mithras exhales an aura of misfortune. If you roll a 1 or a 2, they are considered a 1.
Okay.
Please keep that in mind going forward.
Okay.
Yeah. Well, time to go and slay the sacred cow of Exalted.
It turned out to be a real piece of shit, 90s Mike.
Oh boy. There's a
He
button
is
there?
going to go in and try to go for like that great like grapple like scene in like most action movies or whatever, and like just try and grab End of Sadness, I'm sorry, the Viator by the throat and just start choking him out.
There we go.
So, I have a question. Like, did
Yeah.
Stonehenge transform into this thing, or is Stonehenge still here and attackable?
Stonehenge transformed into this thing.
Okay, so we're now fighting this and, like, don't have to...
Yeah.
Your targeting selection. Gotcha. Damn, it can transform and still act. Okay. Earthbound.
Yeah.
Dang.
Yeah, most things, yeah, okay. Usually that kind of thing takes a turn. Nasty. It gets extra
Viator.
actions. Yeah, never mind.
4 to hit you.
Pardon me?
I said 4 to hit you.
Oh, like 4 to hit or damage?
4 to hit.
I don't defend. You just fucking just take it. Do it.
Okay.
He already used up his actions this turn, I think.
Yep.
I don't think any of us ever bought any extra action charms.
Oh, they're so expensive and they're circumstantial. The Infernal one only lets you do like individual people.
Fighter goes harder.
That is, by the way, if any of us have been smart enough to do that, that is generally the answer to something like Philip, multi-attack him, hit him hard as shit, make him spend multiple perfect defenses, tap his motes out.
And Viator of Null Space. Can you soak ag?
Yes, I'm an exalted character.
Cool. Soak 10 ag for me.
Done.
Finally, worthy opponent.
I got 15
How much?
successes.
How much?
I got 15 successes. Do you think this is my first rodeo?
Basically Mithras just picks up the Viator by the throat and just squeezing so hard, like the veins are bulging out and the veins are growing eyes on his arm. And the Viator's only response is for the codpiece to flip down, a big drill to come out, like more.
No. Like I really feel like that. Like
Harder, Daddy.
Mithras goes. Yeah, exactly. Mithras goes up to the Viator of Null's face and starts choking him out, as Atlant would try to choke out a primordial. And you just look down at him and go, "Is that all you've got?" Because I thought that was pretty good, bud.
It was.
Yeah.
It was very good for a different player character.
How many fucking soak dice do you have?
16.
Does that
That's a good
also
roll.
work against aggravated damage?
Yes, I'm an exalt.
I just want to make sure.
We're like werewolves. We don't give a shit about ag.
I'm not a mage. I'm not a vampire. I can't only do 3 dice with fortitude. I'm an exalt.
Okay,
It's all day, every day.
then you've done it.
The Viator of Null Space will just allow this to happen. Like, the one good arm will just go limp at the side and just stare and keep staring, except for the one eye that's always staring up into space. And just go, why do you think after all this time you'd still be able to hurt me? Don't you know your place, brother?
It's been so long.
It has. And it's good to see you. I've been lonely out here. Again, as he's trying to choke the Viator to death.
So, the button.
Yeah, I figured someone has to hit the button.
Button him,
okay.
doll's face. Do it.
The button.
I'll take it.
Oh, shit, I'm going first.
Oh shit!
Oh, shit.
What do you feel about this, brother?
Ooh.
Brother.
All right, I'm going to roll to grapple him.
Go for it.
I mean, what else could I do, right?
Rowan shit wore off. Ooh, okay.
Oh, hey, and I heal. Boop, boop,
Yeah,
boop.
they actually get to go this time, unless I want to reapply it. But
What do we got here? 4 dice. It's going to be that plus that.
I just want to say the dice pool at Essence 4, the differential between
Oh my God.
something on sidereal tier, the Essence pool, between something on the sidereal level and the solar
Yes.
and the solar alikes, holy fuck.
Right? What does 7 successes get me for grappling Mithras, the bull god of London?
Control of the fucking grapple.
Control the fucking grapple.
Okay, so with I know I use my physical strength to do this, but don't fucking jam up my style. The psychic.
So give me just 1 second.
Oh yeah, sure. Go for it.
I'm going to have Mithras roll his strength plus brawl versus you to see what the.
Wait, he gets strength plus brawl?
Yeah.
I
When
had
you're
to roll
trying
dex plus
to
brawl.
seize control, once a grapple's locked on, you're in that grapple until you
Well, then my dice would be
disengage
different.
or take control of it.
Whoa.
What did you roll?
Well, I got 7 successes, but if I get you strength...
You only rolled 5.
Oh, good. If it was strength
So
plus
that
brawl, I
give-
would have gotten 8, which I'm taking.
Okay.
Okay, well then 3. I think that makes sense for strength plus
Yeah.
brawl. So
All right, so I can take control and just
So you have-
immediately do damage, right?
yes, you have control and have 3 successes over him.
Okay, so that's 9. 3 over is 12. Fuckboy can take 7 damage. The Viator will use his psychic arms and vectors from Ceciline to and his monster strength.
Hey,
to...
real quick on that roll, did you roll any 1s or 2s?
Oh shit, the 2s. Right, it was only 6 successes.
Then I only
To damage.
Then it's only 6.
Yeah.
I'm just reminding you.
Oh yeah, you're right. That's a good thing to remind me of. I had forgotten.
Mm-hmm.
Because I use my excellency, which means instead of 1s and 2s, only 1s count. So I got to keep track of 1s, even if I say basically I have to have 1 subtract on for my excellencies because that's how this works. Because they're favored. You know about this, right?
Yeah.
We did this
Mhm.
last 2, 3, 4 weeks ago. I don't remember.
Yeah.
We
We basically
did this
decided that
before.
it knocks off
Yeah.
your cast protection. Yeah.
So anyway, the Viator uses his monster strength to gently peel the hands off of his neck and floats in the air psychically, and then just picks Mithra up by the torso and starts pushing him onto the ground so the Viator can get on top and hold him down with his monster hands, and using that strength is doing the damage. It's wrestling. It is just wrestling at this point. I'm going for a pin, and I'm just wrenching and breaking stuff as I do.
You pin him down. How much damage do you do?
6.
Okay, he takes 1.
Yeah, he still takes it. That's good. That's fine. That's progress. You understand?
I will know that if you kill a demon's apocalyptic form, they are dead.
That goes to his apocalyptic form, not the reliquary, correct?
Yes.
Okay.
And 2 things. One, the Mithras should know that I have ghost eating technique, and spirits and gods just know that. They get a ping for that. So that's what he's being handled with right now. Ghost eating technique hands. And yeah, Viator will just wrestle him to the ground, talk to him as they're wrestling, and just I don't know. What are you trying to accomplish here? This seems so petty and small compared to what you could be doing.
Viator, you're wasting your time here. You could be doing so much more in this world that could be subjugated by you. Do you not understand this?
I thought you would have learned better. It's depressing. The Viator talks like a monster. I'm just not doing a voice because I'm not doing a voice. You can't make me. It's depressing. I thought you would have learned
I'll give
better.
you a voice bond thing for later.
I thought you would have seen. You don't see it. You don't see what the mortals are doing, do you? You're trying to control them. You're trying to take things away from them. You're trying to make them do
I
things.
haven't taken anything away from the mortals. They've taken it all away from themselves. You think you're going to blame this all on me?
No, I just wish you could see them the way I see them. I used to think like you. I think the mistake is you went inside a place. You didn't bond with them like I did. I was like you back when our father betrayed us. I hated them too. I hated them for everything they were, for everything they stood for all the little ways they let us down. And it wasn't until I got inside of one of them and got one of them as one of my hearts that I got it. You ever felt human, mortal love before? Or fear? Or passion? Or anxiety? Or doubt? Or depression? It's wonderful. I get it now.
There's a moment where you say that, and for just a moment, dramatically, Mithras kind of pushes the Viator's
form down, like
Yeah.
dramatically, like it kind of like you say this and it like pushes you down and it speaks to you in the voice that you had heard before at the end of season 1, the voice of Aleph,
Mm.
the fallen angel in a man's body. Well, end of sadness. I believe that mortals are very interesting. They're not the best, but they can be fairly good at what they do, but they need someone better than God to guide them. And when he says that, like you kind of like push him up by the shoulders and like you both are now like wrestling in the
Yeah.
middle of Stonehenge.
The
Like
retort
two gods wrestling.
to that is essentially, I didn't understand until I got here. But you're wrong, and I was wrong. Mortals are everything. They're more important than us. They're better than us. I didn't think I'd ever believe that till I got inside of one. You don't get it. You think I want to rule these people. I don't need to. I don't need revenge anymore. I don't need vengeance, and neither do you. There's nothing we can do to them. There's nothing in heaven and earth we could have ever done to them that they won't do to themselves, Atlat. Brother, we don't need to punish them. All we have to do is give them the only thing our Father ever asked us to give them, our servitude. Just let them rule you. Put the collar on, and you'll get everything you want out of them eventually.
What's Rowan doing while all this is going on?
What's wrong? Yeah, now what's wrong? What is everyone else doing while this is going on? Because I'm about to ask for a weird roll from Devin.
Okay. Is it my turn, or are we?
Like, my action was the wrestling where I did damage, so my
Yeah.
turn has gone.
Okay. Rowan is quite terrified of this giant bull god, and so he is going to raise his hand and extend his anima into the surrounding atmosphere. And you hear it strain, and you hear reality start to break. And I'm going to use conceptual domain realignment to shatter the concept of distance and space and direction all around me.
Holy shit.
So
Wow.
nothing leaves and nothing goes in any direction that it's supposed to.
Okay.
And then Rowan is just going to sit down on a wall because he is exhausted.
Holy shit.
Nobody can move now unless they make a very difficult roll.
Like
End of sadness.
like at
Layla,
all? Or...
Oh, they can't navigate it successfully, so you'll go the wrong way unless Rowan tells you which way to go.
So my question to the rest of you all who are doing the fighting, Layla and Rigel, do you guys have anything to add into what that end of sadness has brought forth? Basically, there's a chance that what that he has said might hit the core of the god that Mithras used to be. And this combat will end. So if you guys have anything to add on to that might help or hurt, I am open.
Well, we're kind of Eclipse bonded not to let that happen. Is the issue here.
So are you going to hit?
So if they're like locking eyes and they're about to fucking just like fucking start
Kiss?
making out over there, yeah. That's about to be interrupted by Layla shoving both of her blades through Mithras' torso from behind and asserting that people don't need gods or monsters or devils, and they certainly don't need his bullshit.
Please go ahead, Layla. And Rigel, if you have something else that you'd like to add, I would love to hear about it.
I got a Green Sun Nimbus Flare on deck. I'll set that one subtract. So that is we're just using one subtract for simplicity's
It's
sake,
one
right?
subtract for us.
Okay.
Unless we're rolling like, I don't fucking know, academics.
So I got 7 successes.
Okay.
Take that. Now let me convert that into damage. I'm assuming he fucking can't parry dodge. Just locked in a grapple.
He can't dodge.
Oof. 8 successes plus 5 ag.
Is how much?
8 successes plus 5 ag.
5 ag. That'd be 13.
Yep.
I'm gonna let you know. He soaked 3 damage.
Oof.
Which puts him at dead.
Oh, yay.
So
Layla, you take out Mithras in his
there's
form as Atlet. What does that look like?
that means he's down, right? For the count?
Yes, for the
Okay.
count.
So at this point, I need to. Well, there's a little wrinkle here.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, there's just a little wrinkle here.
Do we need to break for a moment?
No,
to
it's
figure out
just
going
that
through?
I bought 2 charms before the final session, and one of them is Simmering Center Resentment, which lets me declare a nemesis. I have a 4th intimacy, which is always I hate blank. And I used it for I fucking hate Mithras.
So did you actually deal more damage?
No, well, actually I should have, but I've been forgetting to apply that. So here's the thing. No, but if I kill my nemesis, I condemn them to hell.
Is it your hell?
That was the other charm I bought, so yes.
But are you in the hell of other people with
Yeah, we're about to get to fractal hells, and I am stealing the Viator's kill.
That's really frustrating. I was going to human sacrifice him to turn all of London into a chantry.
Okay, you know what? You know what? We've been recording for an hour and 10 minutes. I'm gonna let you guys argue about that while I go use the bathroom.
No, the fighter's just gonna have to fucking take an action and try and push you away from the goddamn Mithras. If I have that ability, do we do dice rolls? Have I already gone?
Yeah,
You have gone.
No, I've already gone. Then there's nothing you can do.
Yeah.
Well, there's always Philip the Wise.
Okay, let's break the recording then, and
Yeah,
it's an hour.
Yeah, pausing, and we're back.
Is this the longest session we've recorded for any episode of the game?
No, no. I think the first one was like 3.5 hours long.
Yeah. Okay. I just don't remember us doing 3 breaks very often.
No, we didn't. But Loch Ness, I had planned out a lot.
Fair enough.
So,
don't you remember yelling about Jimmy Mage?
So you stab Mithras in my arms.
Oh yeah, in your arms, you're looking down, like locking eyes, licking your fucking lips and leaning in. As the blades come through his chest, both of them cross through the heart, followed by a horrible, sickly emerald radiance that spreads out and just lances through all of his wounds, erupting fire, hooks him from the inside out.
Mithras just yells. He yells in languages that you all, as infernals and soulers, haven't heard in years. Decades. No. I'm so sorry there. I misspoke. Millennia.
The
The only
Viator,
people who kept these the only people besides the Viator here who kept these languages going, well, you all never really talked to the local dragon blooded.
As all that carrying on is happening, Layla steps back, hooves. Actually, it's all more fucking submerged and not sparking against anything. Clacking
Viator,
against the broken pavement. Say, gone.
the Viator is holding Atlat in the same pose as Ivan the Terrible with his son. That painting.
I fucking look this up.
There's a painting where Ivan the Terrible murders his last-born son. He's just holding his dead body. It's a really dark
Oh, okay.
painting.
Oh, that one.
That's the pose, like clearly cradling
Ivan the
him.
Terrible and his son Ivan Ilya Repin. Okay.
Yeah, clearly cradling him, like not in like, oh no, it's so tragic, but in a okay, all right, we got him.
Okay, we understand that was supposed to be a tragedy, but it's not.
Yeah, and as she steps back, the giant churning, like mini lake we've been inside of this whole fight finally collapses and just falls to the ground. It's slung everywhere, but it falls to the ground. We're surrounded by boiling fat in all directions, sluicing off into what's left of the wind drains. I'm sure that's going to do wonderful things for our municipal drainage system. The back half of Layla's centaur just disperses into flakes of denaturing brass and green essence as she drops back
While
down
they
to form.
you guys are removing your Shinte forms and kind of like
speak for yourself.
talking to Layla as Layla is removing her Shinte form and everyone else is kind of looking on. Philip looks to you all and gives the deepest roll of the eyes that you could imagine and then starts running towards the coast.
And that's when shit gets weird, because in the middle of set against the backdrop of the Battle of London and the Viator's theme song booming from every bit of electronics around, including several junk cars on this street, something else drifts up from the gore-soaked ground itself.
Yeah?
It's the opening keys to Baba O'Reilly.
Okay.
And black water bubbles up through the grease and the oil and the fat around Mithras's feet, and spreads until he and the Viator are ankle deep in this gushing black fountain.
Oh.
And more music joins in with the Who. There's punk rock in there. There's prog rock. There's modern pop. Until it's a fucking horrendous cacophony.
Okay.
With some sort of deeper song under that. And blue tentacles rise up out of the water and wrap themselves around Mithras.
The Viator's
bioluminescent.
The Viator is gently putting the body into the water, like you'd put someone out for a water burial, basically, or a baptism.
Yeah, and the suckers flex, sending hooks into Mithras's corpse, and draw him down into the black water, surrounded by the call of the voice from the trench. And that little gap to that little hell closes. Layla spits in the street.
Spider gets up, straightens himself up, and the 7 eyes he has, one of them's always staring up, the rest of them stare up as well as he just continues throat noise making the theme song along with cultists that are nearby.
Other cultists join in. People who were not a part of your cult join in. It's hell. For everything about it, it is certainly a catchy tune.
As she
Let's
walks by the
not-
Viator, she pats him on the arm. Clank, clank. Told you we didn't need any missiles.
I wouldn't have let the panic attacker do it. That's some damn fine work. What's your name? Not Layla, the other name.
Layla Church. Get used to it.
Uh,
And she ambles over to see how fucked up Rigel and Rowan are, because that's a lot of blood over there.
At this point, from the outskirts of the battlefield, Millie, the ally of you all, the person who was thought to be against you all for quite a long time, came in and started helping out while you all weren't looking. Because that's the fun of being a Sidereal, isn't it?
Hell yeah.
The only go ahead.
It's just kind of wordless, right? Like, oh, we did it. Like, I just kind of imagine we're just standing around not really saying a lot of anything. Like, the moment after.
Pretty much, yeah. Just exhausted, laying on the grass, being like,
stuck here.
Meanwhile,
Layla going through the boot of a crashed car looking for a first aid kit.
The geometry that's within inside the realm of the hell that End of Sadness is in control of starts to reorient itself and change itself, kind of like the Aperture Science Labs in Portal 2, to be less like London and more like something else now.
Do you think
There's
she's talking to Rowan? So do you think that the thing has any plans for getting his secret mad science lair back under the fucking street now that we're done with this? Yeah, that's what I figured.
if worse comes to worse, I can always force it underground.
You
But
could always ask.
that, yeah.
I mean, at this point, with the battle concluded and the hurricane of chaos concluding, there are swarms of black spiral dancers that are subservient to End of Sadness coming in, bowing to their worm tainted master. But yet, there are also those who are, well, they think more for themselves. Will workers and friends and allies of the rest of the crew here. They look to you all and they ask a very, well, they ask 2 questions. The first is to all of you, to every one of you. What next?
I follow the Sun King, the true heir to the throne, and the throne is said with a capital T. But
Okay.
I'll always. But once we get a little distance from today, I have someone to visit. My father, who art in low orbit around Jupiter. Hallowed be his cowardice. Another day. Not today.
For a moment, the people understand your meaning and they say in unison, another day. The other three of you, do you have anything to add to this?
Well, I think we'll need to clean up London and see what the new landscape will look like. Sorry?
The new landscape is your chantry, because, this is your show now.
That is your word, Rigel Star.
Well, we'll need to make it more habitable than it currently is.
Layla Church? Rowan?
Layla looks to Rowan.
Honestly, I should probably find a way to get home. It's not my world. I've saved it, but it's not mine.
Layla throws an arm around his shoulders. I think you saved it.
Yeah.
And maybe that makes it yours. But you do as you must.
Eventually, the Vider's going to approach Rigel and, get on its knees and put its hands, slammed into the ground, like it's, taking a, bowing to a king pose kind of deal.
Yep.
What would you have me do next?
Need to clean up all this obsidian. Because that was a lot of butterflies. Ow, it hurt. Do I do that to people? Jeez.
Now you know empathy. This is Aquatine Hunger Force, where they have to spray you in the eyes with hairspray so you know pity. Because that's how it happened to me. Do you know why Mithras failed and we succeeded?
No, enlighten me.
It's the one thing Mithras could never have. It's the one thing my brother could never, ever have. It's the one thing that ruined him. It was faith. He didn't have faith in my father's favorite creations. But I do. And inherently, so do the rest of you. You can't sit in the empty throne, because if you were worthy of it, you'd already be there. That's why you're there now. An interstellar throne for a king crowned in thunder.
Son of a bitch.
I have faith in you because you're mortal, and I've seen what mortals do to their world and other mortals. You are so much greater than my brother and his kind ever could be. All you need is time, and trust me, you have all the time you need now. It's a pleasure to serve.
I'd love to have you on board.
Layla, who's still all the way back over there with Rowan, just says something under her breath. Spread a song, sit in judgment of all wrong, decide, and the shotgun sings the song. I am going to go see if my flat's still there.
If not, we can get it back, I suppose.
The interesting thing is that your flat is still there. And I believe before we And the listeners on a very blue balls kind of statement. You have a vampire to deal with, Layla Church.
Oh God, he lived all the way to the end, didn't he?
He did.
Not quite the end yet.
It's just like you started this entire thing with that fucking intro fiction about Andrew Parker. And now here we are. It opens at the close type
He
deal.
is technically still alive.
We need help, the poet reckoned.
But if there's one thing I'm not going to do as a GM, I'm not going to let him end this game without you having your vengeance. So please, Layla, Holden, let us know what happens. Even if it takes weeks or months.
Well, what happens is eventually the radiological threat gets sorted somehow. People move back into London. TikTok has a fucking field day in the wreckage.
Oh, I bet.
The heat gets turned way up in the supernatural world, as we've just had another Bangladesh incident in the middle of one of the world's largest cities. But at the end of the day, people just want to get on with their fucking lives. And so somehow, despite the near supernatural apocalypse that went down in the middle of London, life goes on. Life goes on.
Life goes on.
Well, they're certainly not performing on stage, still being well below that standard. There comes a spring afternoon in which unlawful carnal acts piles into a cab and heads over into Camden. And gets out and heads into the electric ballroom. Where a certain vampire has secured a private room in the back. And there, for a very brief time, lasting about a minute, one rather violent and shouting and profanity-filled minute, Andrew Parker is given back his mind and his free will, all of it entirely, before being picked up by the shirt, slammed down onto a table and turned inside out with radioactive fire.
On stage?
In a back room. But the sounds of him being dragged down to into a strange, unearthly place of song and water and darkness, that can be heard by a few people standing nearest to the wall in the club.
I'm sure that at some point you invited your friends knowing what was going to happen.
Mm-hmm.
It happens in London. And the best part about it is that you invited your friends who could cover up for you. It's not that you needed them to. Andrew Parker had fucked you up enough that you had enough legal evidence to fuck him over. Even for a murder charge. What's the more interesting thing is that when he died, there was only one little piece of paper left in his hands. The piece of paper for your last show that he had booked. Do you take it, Layla Church?
Sure.
He, in his blanked out state, in his absolutely, well, I don't want to say that he was drugged, but let's be honest, you kind of fucked him up early in season 1.
Mm-hmm.
He had booked you the Coco concert venue, which was in Camden Town, London, England. Basically, this venue doesn't exist in modern time, but he had made his way to take all of the things, all of the places that that it used to exist in, and turn it into an actual stage for you. He had, as a last gift, not to say that he enjoyed your company, but in a weird way, as a Toreador, he had given you the greatest stage to play on. The only way you could have gotten higher than here was, well, let's be honest, if you were playing at 20 Fenchurch Street, which doesn't currently have an Archimedes laser rolling out of it, but is where the druids intentionally met the Stonehenge to reside in the middle of London.
Who knows? Maybe
So,
in 1,000 years, I'll even forgive him. He'll be around.
so Layla, you've been our key to the modern day, our little bit of well, everything. What song do you leave us out on as you play it out on the biggest stage you've seen recently?
Oh, it's a pretty easy one. The only one answer you really can give for that, don't you think? We're a cover band. Semisonic. Closing time. Lay us out.
With that, it's closing time. You don't have to go home, but you can't stay here. I think that's a great way to end this game off on.
Yeah. So, I was Devin.
Brendan.
Peter.
Holden.
Sam.
And this is sponsored by Nobody. Signing off.
This game is a collaboration between A Pair of Dice Lost and Sponsored by Nobody podcasts. You can find us at apairofdicelost.podbean.com and sponsoredbynobody.podbean.com. You can find Exalted vs. World of Darkness over at holdenshearer.wordpress.com.